Alright, so the donation link is pinned. What's up, Obscure? Blessings, you know. We're gonna have an amazing show today, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing show today. So please share up the live for me. Please share up the live. Nama, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you people on TikTok over YouTube, you know. Yeah, man. Respect for that, man. Because, you know, I tell people to subscribe, but some people stubborn. Most people up on YouTube, well, some people don't like TikTok. There's a variation. Some people don't like TikTok and some people don't like YouTube. It is what it is. See? It is what it is. We're here to talk about the cowardice of Andrew Holness, ladies and gentlemen. As a leader. Coward. DJ Jodu. Is that DJ? Blessings. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. DJ. I believe that's what it says. Jennifer, how are you? Ryan Campbell, salute my brother. I'm not a father, Jennifer, but thank you. You know. Big up. Big up. Richard, what go on? I don't know what go on with my camera, you know, Richard, on the computer, you know. I don't know what the hell is going on with my camera on the computer, but something go on, it's like it refused to come on, you know. I'm going to try plug it in on something else still, because I want everybody to see me on all like platform them. TikTok, what go on, big up on yourself, welcome. Yeah, man, like and share up the live. No, you're not sorry, man. It's the thought that counts, you know. Ryan, big up Ryan. It's the thought that counts. Lorna, how are you? Like and share up the live as they come in, guys. Renika Hamilton, good day, good day. I hope all is well with you as well. Yes, man. Hope all is well with you as well. Let's see. The camera works, ladies and gentlemen. No, it doesn't. It's not that camera I want, you know. I want the other camera. But for some strange reason, it's not picking up anymore. The camera that I want to pick up, it starts to do its own thing, you know. It appears as if there's some type of short in it. I'm going to try over this side, man. See if it comes up. And stars are us. Genevieve, what's up, my baby? How are you? Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. See there, that is it. That is the camera I want. Yes, let me just minimize this real quick. The camera works now, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if this is going to work now. I'm going to plug this in that side over here, so. These things are technical, you know, guys. The USB, them sometimes them stop work, you know. Alright, look like everything good here now. God is the greatest. That is it. Alright. So, bam. Yay! Everybody can see me now. Jennifer said, I watch your videos all the time. I love the videos with the prophets, especially Mark Stewart, Apostle, Jeffrey Shuttleworth, both men of God. Alright, Jennifer. I definitely on this platform will keep focused. Auntie Tiny, what's up? Definitely on this platform is going to keep focused with what's going on prophetically, because you know that is the word you have to watch, you know. You know, that tells you what is to come. So when you hear warnings from the prophet telling us, say, you have to store water, tell us you have to store, you know, have a local cabinet, you know, your local pantry with whatever, you know, you can do, but prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for shortage of food. Prepare yourself for shortage of water. Prepare yourself for all of these things. You can't just hear that warning and say, sure. You know, Jamaicans stay anytime a hurricane come. Sure, the hurricane now come, man. Then we see hurricane minister come drape we up. I hope we don't come with them foolishness no more. You know? We can left them type of thinking there right where it there, you know, in the past, you know. Please and thanks, you know. It don't make no sense. It's not sensible. Captain Mergy, big up yourself. Andre is so compromised that Trump can refuse his way without resistance. You accept and stay out of prison. Poor fellow. His evil is catching up to him. Talk truth, no, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, remember tomorrow Paul Buchanan will be in court. Yeah, man, I see my asking about it. Tomorrow Paul Buchanan will be in court, ladies and gentlemen. Who that? Alvaro, big up yourself, my general. New picture. I mean, wonder what kind of red that. I say, wait, red? Non-changing picture, man. Big up yourself, Alvaro, every time. Anyway, yeah, man, we need the rain. Anyway, Paul Buchanan case is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Them change it from today to tomorrow. Alright? Jennifer said, I live in Boston, MA, but originally from Emerald Isles, beautiful Montserrat. Okay, awesome. Big up Emerald Isles, Montserrat, big up Boston. You understand? And Jennifer, I encourage you to become a member of the platform, alright? Remember that the super chat is available, ladies and gentlemen. The pinned comment has all the different other, you know, means of which you can donate to the platform. Alright, so make sure so you observe that. I know that is an option if you choose to do so, okay? Let me just pin one live goal real quick. You know? Pan the Bolo V&R 2.0. And my people on TikTok, remember the live goal on TikTok. Before me getting at the nitty-gritty of things, I give people them some time for coming. Hope so the algorithm will work. You know what I'm there? Alright. Yes. How the Argentina game go? Because I know say 90% of Jamaica, not so much, probably 85% of Jamaica I want Messi to lose, you know. Because one new thing come out the other day where them say Argentina they like black people, and so, you know, that's why them not support Messi and them not support Argentina. Some here, I don't know how true it is, Jamaica. Some here. Yeah, man, the option is there, Jennifer. You can exercise the option. Oh, by the way, one more thing before I go up on YouTube. Yeah, so I don't want no. Hold on, let me soon come back. I don't want no. When we start going at this argument, you know, I don't want no distraction. You understand what I deal with? None whatsoever. I just want to do everything now. Yeah, I just want to make sure I do everything now and set when I set. And then we start the show. Element of surprise. And stars are us. Wounds will never heal. That is it. Hold on there over here, so give me a second. Sure. Me a second there, people. Phone are kind of slow, you know, but it used to be my main phone where it was very, you know, it served me well. Oh wow. What going on, so? Oh, I forgot to say a TikTok me there over here, so. Alright. I just have got type over here, so yeah. That phone I don't have much apps on it because it soon expire. One of them phone there, but me a milk it for everything you got, Jamaica. For everything it have. Like and share, donate, cash up. The name on the cash app is Paul Chin, ladies and gentlemen. That's the broski. Alright, so that always available until I say otherwise. Alright, thank you so much, David. The word is love, my brother. The word is love. Element of surprise. Alright, that is it. Alright, guys, let's get into this. Like I said, like and share the video. I'm going to go to my Facebook page. I'm going to make sure I share the article, you know, so I can come read it, you know. Yes, rain is falling. The PNP women's movement seek clarity on Jamaica-US deportation deal. Yeah, I'm going to start with the miscellaneous story them first. I'm going to start with that first. So, yeah, can just do it like that. Start with the miscellaneous story them first, ladies and gentlemen. Share my screen. That is it. Alright, so you can see the article over here, so on this side. And I'm going to make sure the rest of people can hear the article. Let's go. I haven't connected the audio. That's sad.
Yes. PNP Women's Movement seeks clarity on Jamaica U.S. deportation deal. Updated. The PNP Women's Movement is demanding that the government explain why Jamaica would participate in a deportation arrangement with the United States, whose top diplomat has described intended deportees as perverts, pedophiles, and child rapists. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang has said the Jamaican deal involving third country nationals, TCNs, excludes persons with convictions and other antecedents. The movement, an affiliate of the opposition party, said its alarm was sharpened by remarks made by U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio in an April 30th, 2025 interview, in which he characterized the individuals the U.S. was seeking to remove as some of the most despicable human beings. Rubio said, "I say this unapologetically. We are actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we're active, not just El Salvador," Rubio said Wednesday during a cabinet meeting at the White House. "We are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries." In its statement, the PNP group said the government should explain why Jamaica is participating in the third country deals. If that is how the United States views the individuals it is seeking to remove from its territory, then the government must explain why Jamaica would seek to become a destination under such an arrangement, the movement said on Monday. As women, mothers, caregivers, and community leaders, the group said it was particularly concerned about the implications for the safety and well-being of women and children, and posed 9 questions to the government in the issue. The movement's intervention came as trade union leaders joined groups expressing concerns about the third country nationals arrangement. Vincent Morrison, president of the Union of Clerical Administrative and Supervisory Employees, called on the government to withdraw the arrangement outright, saying conflicting statements from ministers had exposed something fundamentally amiss. When you hear the different statements coming out from the different government officials, it's quite apparent that something is wrong somewhere, Morrison told the Gleaner. "It's a bad agreement, and you can't foist a bad agreement on the people," he said, warning that the government faced serious political exposure if it allowed the arrangement to proceed. Morrison said, "The Jamaican people will not allow that sort of thing to happen, and I think the government runs a serious political risk if they allow this to happen at this time," Morrison said. Tekka Clark-Griffiths, president of the Jamaica Civil Service Association, was equally pointed. Speaking at an awards ceremony for long-serving civil servants in Manchester last Thursday, she warned that Jamaica was ill-equipped to absorb the consequences of America's immigration difficulties. "We have enough problems of our own here," Clark-Griffiths said, adding, "We may retire with some persons that we don't want to retire with that will be overnighting in Jamaica in the near future. We don't want it. We don't want it." Following a Gleaner report, Chang, who is also the deputy prime minister, last week confirmed that the agreement had been signed, disclosing that the U.S. would, on a fortnightly basis, deport 25 TCNs to Jamaica. He said the individuals who would transit through the country or may seek asylum. Where the number of TCNs exceeds 10 within a 30-day window, the U.S. is expected to pause deportations. A diplomatic note from the U.S. Embassy in Kingston identified Cabinet Minister Audrey Marks as the official who proposed the deal, a disclosure which Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon said was mischaracterized in the diplomatic note. She said Marks had proposed a skilled worker arrangement, not the TCN mechanism that has since ignited public controversy. Morrison dismissed that distinction, arguing that skilled workers would have little incentive to relocate to Jamaica given prevailing wage conditions. Follow the Gleaner on X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram at Jamaica Gleaner.
Right now, to tell you the truth, we need to have this the civil society group them are pressure the government almost every other day upon this. Because I'm telling you, this is definitely the lowest of the low, ladies and gentlemen. The government has gone to the lowest of the low. And there's no way they can excuse this, them can't pretty this up. Marco Rubio said what he said. As a matter of fact, even Trump said some things that was even more alarming. In terms of 98% of your viewers are staying quiet. I want to say hello, man. Let me know where you guys are watching from on TikTok. And also YouTube as well. Interact, man. Big up yourself, Lady J. Right? So I'm telling you, this is not going to go down like this. This is quite alarming, ladies and gentlemen. I must tell you. This is insane. The man said, Mayor Trump talk about murderers and killers. And I say, what? So we move from the child molester them and the man them were grape kids to them. So it's a mixture of all of the worst human beings them in the world. Right? It's supposed to come true. And the Jamaican people them just quiet. Me get up every day and protest on my platform, you know. I'm telling you what to do, you know. You have a platform for yourself. Hashtag Andrew Holness must go. Or hashtag Andrew and the JLP government must go. Now, every single video where you do, put that the hashtag there on it and explain why you have no confidence in the government. There's a litany of things why you know if you have no confidence in this government. Yeah. Them lie. That they're on the top of the list. They have been caught in so many lies. No, me I go to the sign of Christopher. Don't jump the gun no man. Me tell you, I deal with the miscellaneous. They me are the first part of the show. We soon going at the meat and potatoes of the matter. You see me? So me see it here? Sure man. Me not even want to go to it yet, you know. I want to go to the J what them name them people here? The trade union people them. Yes, that lady are on fire from what they are now. We don't want it. Trade union leaders urge withdrawal of Jamaica U.S. agreement with booted third country nationals. Mighty God. Jamaica, nobody don't want it. Me like how the people them are run out. See that lady? Let me take down that picture here because I swear. She definitely the on point. I hope she continue and don't make them quell her fire. From the other day, I see her be a bunch of burn out the government. Alright, fully so. They forget burn out. Me have that screenshot there. Let's read this, ladies and gentlemen.
Latest news, sports, business, entertainment. Growing unease over the controversial third country nationals, TCN, agreement between Jamaica and the United States, US, has triggered pushback from trade union leaders, amid fears that the island could become a holding ground for undocumented migrants. Vincent Morrison, veteran trade unionist and president of the Union of Clerical Administrative and Supervisory Employees, UCASE, has called for the Jamaican government to withdraw the arrangement, while Tekka Clark Griffiths, president of the Jamaica Civil Service Association, JCSA, cautioned that the country was ill-prepared to shoulder the spillover of the U.S.'s immigration troubles. "We have enough problems of our own here," Clark Griffiths declared, while speaking last Thursday at an awards ceremony for long-serving civil servants in Manchester. "We may retire with some persons that we don't want to retire with that will be overnighting in Jamaica in the near future. We don't want it. We don't want it," the JSCA had asserted. Her comments were backed up by Morrison, who said the agreement lacks transparency and noted that the message from the government about the issue has so far caused confusion. "When you hear the different statements coming out from the different government officials, it's quite apparent that something is wrong somewhere," he told the Gleaner. He said the agreement, which National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang confirmed had been signed last week, should be withdrawn. Morrison argued that the Dr. Andrew Holness-led administration should, instead, revisit discussions if, As indicated by Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, they are seeking skilled workers. But skilled workers are not going to leave the United States and come to Jamaica. The persons who they are trying to send to Jamaica under this arrangement are not skilled workers, he said.
We need some
I don't know
milk.
if we can pay skilled workers. But skilled workers are not going to leave the United States and come to Jamaica. The persons who they are trying to send to Jamaica under this arrangement are not skilled workers, he said.
All lies will be exposed, ladies and gentlemen. Which skilled worker gonna left the United States come to Jamaica? As respectfully as me can ask it. Nobody. Nobody. They get paid very well there, ladies and gentlemen. The type of life for them living over there, why you think we are run go over there? No skilled worker now left America come to Jamaica. If they left for them country, for come to America and them take the risk because them know so them have a better life. And they know they're not getting it out here. Jamaica is not a desirable place to come and live unless you're already rich. Just please understand this. You already have money. You have money? Good. You can come live. And set your house in order because, you know, the criminal elements them is within the police force and within the government. And also the regular people them. Me just keep it a beam, I tell you like it is. So you don't know which angle the criminal elements them will come from. Huh? Yes, that is just the reality. Let's continue. About skilled workers. How are them people that have one?
Said, I don't know if we can pay skilled workers. Our wage levels are just battering around minimum wage in some industries. The industries that usually pay decent wages, like the sugar industry or the bauxite and aluminium industry, those industries are virtually closed. So it's a situation that won't work. It won't work. It's a bad agreement, and you can't foist a bad agreement on the people. Yes, government has the right to manage and to run the country, but if it's something that is patently unfair and something that will not work, then it must be dealt with, he said. Chang last week confirmed a Gleaner report that the U.S. will, every 2 weeks, deport 25 TCNs to Jamaica who, he said, will be transiting through the country or may seek asylum. Where the number of TCNs exceeds 10 in a 30-day window, the U.S. is expected to pause the deportation arrangement. The U.S. Embassy in Kingston has not publicly commented on the matter that has become a lightning rod for criticism. A diplomatic note from the embassy to the government said Cabinet Minister Audrey Marks proposed the deal, but this has since been denied. Morris Dixon said it was a mischaracterization of what her colleague proposed. She said Marks proposed a skilled worker arrangement. Still, Morrison said there was still time for the agreement to be withdrawn and for both governments to sit down and look at the situation with a view of correcting or totally revamping the agreement. The Jamaican people will not allow that sort of thing to happen, and I think the government runs a serious political risk if they allow this to happen at this time, he said. If I was advising the government, I would say to them, what you've proposed doesn't make sense, and since there is time you need to withdraw it, he said. Kim1.Francis@gleanerjm.com. Popular News. April 2026. Chicken farm worker win.
Alright. So, you see say mounting pressure there on this TCN deal. And it's definitely something that is needing of our attention. Alan Greenspan, longtime chairman of the Federal Reserve, dies at 100. Alright? Yeah, man. Alan Greenspan. Miscellaneous news that I thought was interesting, ladies and gentlemen. There was a house fire reported near the Backside Pier in Discovery Bay St. Anne 15 hours ago. I don't know if you guys have been alerted to that, but there seems to be a lot of fires and accidents going on of late in the country. Carrington, how you doing? Nikisha, what's up, my darling? Stafford Barry, thanks for the likes. Guys, double tap the screen for me, please, on TikTok and Bolo V&R 2.0. Just double tap the screen like this and get the likes up for me. That's all you have to do. Double tap with one finger in the middle of the screen, alright? And get the likes up. And subscribe. When you subscribe, you'll be able to type after 5 minutes if you're a new subscriber. Nikisha, it's good to see you, mama. Bless up yourself. All right, let's continue. Let me see if there's any sound on this. Yeah, that sound didn't make no sense. We are gonna move on. Who see Mark Golin? Mark Golin there one place for fathers they are going with himself, you know. And I sing, you know. I don't even know if I can play the music, but big up Marky G. Let me see if I can play the music. Watch it, General.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, me say Marky G never waste an opportunity for big up him babes. Gentlemen, you can learn something here. Key to happy marriage. Mighty God. Hey, it's not only the integrity boss, you know, it's the entertainment boss. You remember good. One Marky G, man. One Marky G walking amongst the people. I want to say congratulations to Mr. Dayton Campbell, you know, man. The man is a married man, you know, man. Dr. Dayton Campbell, big up yourself, my general. Many blessings to you and your family, you understand? Yes. And me like how you come back in the parliament after. I know so the storm and the, you know, everything shake you up. But God strengthen you now. And don't make them bully you, because you're too strong for that. You understand? You have to stand up like the lion you are, sir. Because we want to see the lion in a parliament and fight for the people in Jamaica. And big up yourself again and your wife and your family. Alright? I want to put congratulations to Dr. Dayton Campbell in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. What wrong with you now? Selvanet, big up Selvanet. Yes, man. Yes, man. You know what I mean? One Dr. Dayton Campbell, ladies and gentlemen. What else we need here? Alright. You know, I'm going to play that lady there. Yeah, man. I want to play something fun, ladies and gentlemen. I want to understand something about us as black people that they don't want you to know. You understand? So I'm going to play this tape. I want to listen. Listen to this.
Everybody around the world copies African Americans and then yet disrespects them. GPS is a black woman. Well, 3D imaging is a black woman. Laser eye surgery is a black woman. Escalator is a black inventor. Elevator is a black inventor. The roller coasters, the cell phone, our video games is Jerry Lawson. Mary Van Brighton. In 1966, she invented the home security. You talking about open heart surgery, Daniel Hale, plasma, Charles Drew. We can keep going. Surgical equipment. Black people inventing, just constantly inventing. And they took everything and lied. Black people are still thriving. Black women have the highest degrees in America. These are the same women that were operated on with no anesthesia, but they're #1 in academics. Atrocities that African Americans have been through, I'm surprised we are this peaceful.
Black man invented a stoplight. White man invented a ticket. Keep going. Black man invented a light bulb. White man invented an electric bill.
Black man invented a telephone. The white man invented a telephone bill.
Really gonna be then you should be a true to not use anything or be involved with anything that was invented or created by blacks. Do you want a list? The ironing board, the refrigerator, the baby carriage, shoemaking machines, the traffic signal, the incandescent light bulb, the folding bed, the mailbox, air conditioning, elevator. You want me to go on?
Everybody around the world.
Jamaica, only hear that? Only hear much things black people invent? Black people invented the stoplight and the white man invented tickets. Black people created electricity and the white man created light bill. Mighty God. They have always monetized our efforts, ladies and gentlemen, and never given us credit. I mean, I talk about the elite of white people. I not talk about all white people. The elite. Very specific. You have to know who the target audience is. The elite members of white people, that's what they do. But I play this to let you know that there's greatness within you. Let us learn from past mistakes and let us make sure. Lord have mercy, hold on there. That phone here freeze up. I am back. Okay. Let us make sure. And I see a message. Jazz Andy Bless, big up yourself. Geneva, I see your message. Simone, I see your message. Bolo, who are Babsy? What? Who are Babsy at war? I don't know. You know. That one they miss me. I don't know. That one they miss me. You have to make sure I pay attention to everybody, you know, on every side. Bolo TBV, everybody. Not true. That is it. Alright. We have to move on from that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Alright, cool. What else we need? You know, I want to squeeze this in. Because this is coming from a lady that I watch her, you know, she's on certain comedy clips. You understand? This lady right here, so. And her name is Rolanda Rochelle. I don't know if you guys watch Country Wayne comedy, but she's one of the stars on that series. Beautiful elder woman, she's an actress, right? I want you to listen, especially the young people. Come to the front of the class right now. Listen to this.
It's been interesting to watch some young people, not all, but some people navigate through life as if they have discovered something brand new. They're out here talking like they have cracked the code to certain things. And what I mean by that, you have people who have platforms that ain't never been married, but they're giving relationship advice.
Crazy.
They know how to make more money than you. They are telling you about businesses and roles and responsibilities when it comes to men and women and blah, 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 blah. Like nobody has ever done this before. And I get it. All of this is new to you. But for us, we've already lived it. But y'all don't want to listen to us. We've made moves. We've taken losses and figured out pretty much the hard way. But y'all don't want to listen to us. So y'all would rather listen to some people who have succeeded in certain things. But just know those people who have failed, that's just as important as well. So while you guys are over there experiencing things in real time, we're watching with perspective.
People who have failed is just as important as the persons who have succeeded. Equally or maybe even more. Because the people who have failed know what not to do. They have eliminated those things. You can learn from them, ladies and gentlemen. You don't look down on them. You learn. There's a lot to learn. They already did this. It didn't work. Now you know you can throw those things away. Right? Because it doesn't work. Sometimes, you know, there are some things that are, how would I put it? An exception to the rule. And you have to revisit it. And this is just a life lesson type of vibe, right? Sure, how you doing? This is just a life lesson type of vibe. You get me? Hi, Edna Bernard, how are you? Christopher say, Andrew Holness has exposed Jamaica to legal jeopardy. The international courts will be around long after Trump is gone. You ain't lying. Woo, boy, I like that comment right there, boy. That's a fact. You ain't never tell no lies, bro. That is a fact. Oh my God. Say that again. The criminal courts, the international criminal courts will still be around after Donald Trump is gone. You ain't never lie, bro. You ain't never lie.
We ain't guessing how the game goes and how it plays out. We remember how it actually plays out because we got experience.
Yep.
Now here's the real difference between the generations. The difference between generations is y'all have more access than we did. Y'all have access to everything, information at your fingertips. Answers in seconds. And we didn't have that. We had to research. We had to figure it out. We had to use our brains. We had to make mistakes and learn from them. So when I see young folks moving fast and building and discovering, I get it. I'm not knocking it. But let's be real clear. Let's be very clear. A lot of what young folks have access to today, we've contributed to that. Our trials, our errors, our groundwork, our life experiences. We helped build the very shortcuts that y'all have access to today. We helped build Chat GPT. Let's be real clear. So when I hear a younger person talk down about people who've been in the game for a long time, I've been, old person, they've been in the game for a long time and they still haven't been successful. They still ain't making as much money as me. Don't do that.
Disrespectful. That's what. Hey, y'all better show some respect to us old folks. You heard?
Do not do that. Because the reality is, you're measuring success by speed. At that time, when we were in the game, we were building a foundation. And while you're counting followers and how many likes and how many views you got, we were figuring it out without a blueprint. Okay? At the end of the day, you have access to information. We became the access. So don't confuse your head start with not understanding how the game was created. You're benefiting from that. So give us our flowers. Give us the respect that we deserve because you're actually standing on our shoulders. Let's not forget that. I don't know who this was for, but I felt led to create this message. So hopefully you guys can understand we still matter.
This article is from the editorial of the Gleaner. It says why Wheatley should go. All right, let's look into it, ladies and gentlemen.
Latest news. Editorial why Wheatley should go. Updated. When Andrew Wheatley was forced to resign from the government 8 years ago, he said that his decision was in keeping with his belief in the tenets of good governance and commitment to upholding the public trust. This is necessary to reassure the public that the highest standards of probity are being applied to the administration of the affairs of public bodies under the portfolios over which he had charge, Dr. Wheatley said. He was right. Indeed, Prime Minister Andrew Holness not only acted responsibly in demanding the resignation of his then Minister of Energy, Science, and Technology. A similar obligation rests more profoundly on both men today. Should the events surrounding Dr. Wheatley's downfall in 2018 have receded or grown hazy, they related scandal as the state-owned Petrojam oil refinery, one of the public bodies that fell within Dr. Wheatley's portfolio. Specifically, allegations swirled of corruption, cronyism, nepotism, loose spending at the refinery, much of which were confirmed in investigations by the contractor, August, General and the Integrity Commission, IC, and aired by Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, PAC, and Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, PAC. However, while the investigations and parliamentary hearings tarnished Dr. Wheatley for his perceived tolerance and as a beneficiary of a culture of permissiveness at Petrojam, he escaped formal censure. Although some people lost their jobs and even faced prosecution. Dr. Wheatley was out of the cabinet for over 7 years, while remaining a parliamentary backbencher. He returned to the government after last September's general election, when Dr. Holness named him a minister in the office of the Prime Minister, OPM, responsible for science and technology. It is not clear if Prime Minister Holness was aware that Dr. Wheatley was being investigated by the IC when he was returned to the cabinet. For as bad as Dr. Wheatley's circumstances may have been in 2018, what he faces now is far more egregious. The prosecutor at the Integrity Commission has ruled that he should be charged for corruption, or rather, for illicit enrichment. In a report tabled in Parliament last week after a long investigation into Dr. Wheatley's financial affairs, Kevin Stevenson, the Integrity Commission's Director of Investigation, DI, concluded that the cabinet minister, over a 9-year period, 2013 to 2022, acquired or owned 164 million Jamaican dollars in assets, disproportionate to his lawful earnings. When given the opportunity to provide an explanation as to how he came by said assets, He failed to provide a satisfactory explanation, the report said. The DI further concludes that Dr. Wheatley's owning assets disproportionate to his lawful earnings contravenes Section 14(5) of the CPA, Corruption Prevention Act. Among the other findings by the ICES investigator were that in 2011 and 2012, when Dr. Wheatley was an opposition legislator, he improperly made a nil return filing with the tax authorities for a business he then owned, Western Medical, suggesting that the entity had no taxable income or transaction to declare and therefore no possibility of a tax liability. That happened in circumstances, the IC said, where that entity was engaged in business and from Dr. Wheatley's evidence earned up to approximately $26 million. His failure to file personal income tax returns posed tax compliance concerns, Mr. Stevenson's report said. In several instances, too, the investigator said Dr. Wheatley knowingly made false statements in his annual income, assets, and liabilities findings, especially between 2018 and 2019, in breach of the Integrity Commission Act. Dr. Wheatley has challenged the investigative findings, claiming, for instance, that the commission appeared to have been ignorant of the permissibility of the structure of one of his real estate joint ventures. The commission was wrong, he told Parliament, in not taking into account approximately $168 million in rental income, which I lawfully accumulated and declared over the 9 years. Dr. Wheatley's challenges notwithstanding, Kellyanne Murdoch, the Integrity Commission's independent director of corruption prosecution,
Jamaica, he told Parliament he's not taking into account approximately 168 million in rental income, which I lawfully accumulated and declared over 9 years. $168 million in rental. He has challenged the investigative findings, claiming, for instance, that the commission appeared to have been ignorant of permissibility of the structure of one of his real estate joint ventures. Boy, the audacity of this man, Bridget. Eagle Wagwan, Eagle View Podcast, big up. The audacity of this man. But anyway, let's continue. That just stood out to me. $168 million in rental income. You know? Rental in Jamaica. Like, like a parent. Yeah. Over a 9-year period. So, when I divide $168 million, I could do the maths. Because context matter, you know. Context matter, ladies and gentlemen. 168 million divided by 9. So Mr. Wheatley was collecting $18.666 million a year out of rent alone. On average a year. $18.6 million a year. $18.6 million a year, Mr. Wheatley. First of all, how did you come to having that money to be able to collect that amount of rent? You have the lot. It was a joint partnership with you and a person. 20 lot was built and then they give you 20 apartments was built and then they give you 6. Remember say a whole heap of me no believe say the Integrity Commissioner look upon your thing. I never consider. And I said them ignorant. Very interesting. We'll see. But anyway, you have to go resign, my general. You and Andrew have to go resign together. You understand? Yeah. Me I tell you, we have to go resign together. Me can't wait for Carly Lake come to Jamaica. Oh, what a day! It's gonna be a revelation when the USA start investigating all I know. Because the name are going to come up, you know. All I know in the Jamaica Labour Party, not all I know, but most of the name are going to come up. When the lady start dig and start looking at corruption and then something. Mighty God. And you see police, them and them people they start get locked up and the politicians then start get locked up and people are going to force to resign out of embarrassment because they want to see a face so you don't get locked up. We know how this works, you know. We know how diplomacy works. It's going to be a bangarang. It's going to be a bangarang. Because you see, the position with China, when the USA finds them have dirt pound, and we don't want to do what they want to do, because they're not going in hot water with China, that the time they will have to go force to resign. Or they might go lock up on the blouse and skirt. You never know. I saw me see it got me in Jamaica. I just go and watch the show. You know. You remember good. Let's continue.
Prosecution determined that there was sufficient in the... Dr. Wheatley's challenges notwithstanding, Kellyanne Murdoch, the Integrity Commission's independent director of corruption prosecution, determined that there was sufficient in the document to support charges against the minister for the following offenses. Knowingly makes a false statement in a statutory declaration, contrary to Section 15(1)(b) of the Parliamentary Integrity of Members Act, 1973, for the period 2013 to 2017. Knowingly makes a false statement in a statutory declaration, contrary to Section 43(2)(a) of the Integrity Commission Act, 2017, for the period 2018 to 2022. Failing, without reasonable cause, to provide information as the Director of Information and Complaints required, contrary to Section 43(1)(b) of the Integrity Commission Act, 2017, and illicit enrichment, contrary to Section 14(5) of the Corruption Prevention Act, 2001. The Gleaner's editorial board has arrived at no conclusion of Dr. Wheatley's innocence of guilt. These are not frivolous allegations. A reasonable and seasoned prosecutor would not be expected to flippantly prefer them. Whatever the final outcome of this matter, Dr. Wheatley's continued presence in the cabinet at this time casts a shadow on the upholding of good governance, transparency, and equality under the law. In other words, justice must not only be done, but must be seen to be done. His place in the cabinet, the primary instrument of government policy, lends to the perception that he is in a position to lay a thumb on the scale. It also has the potential for further eroding public trust in the institutions of the state, which Prime Minister Holness cannot allow to happen. Popular News, April 2026.
Couldn't agree more, man. Could not agree more, ladies and gentlemen. Could not agree more. Alright, we're going to move on. I get warmer now, ladies and gentlemen. I get warmer now. Now, Starmer announced today that he'll resign as UK Prime Minister. Before we get into this now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to appreciate that the model of democracy that is in the UK is the same model Jamaica used. The Westminster system, yes? I want you guys to first appreciate that before we go any further. Now we're going to look into Sergi. We're going to look into why did he resign? Why did he resign, ladies and gentlemen? Let's look into it. Let's read. Let's read why he resigned.
Sports, business, entertainment, opinion. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced Monday that he will resign, forced out by his own party after missteps and mistakes soured voters' goodwill for a prime minister who won a landslide election victory 2 years ago.
Jamaica, want to hear that? Forced out by his own party after missteps and mistakes. Soured voters' goodwill for a prime minister who won a landslide election. Mighty God. Jamaica, the UK prime minister, he had a landslide election, ladies and gentlemen. Landslide. And the man own party kick him out. Why? Because of pressure from who? The public. Can you cock on the ears? All like Jamaican people them out there. This is the responsibility of you guys. Stop talking about Mark Golding. Mark Golding have no problem within him party. Mark Golding party is well governed. This is the opposite party. And because they, in their own party, now have no integrity and don't choose to do the right thing, you, the Jamaican people that have any integrity, I want to see Jamaica run with good governance. I don't have to rise up and tell Andrew say enough is enough. And him got to go. And don't take no for your answer. Andrew Holness today ran like a coward. And we're going to get to it. Run like a coward. Yes, England. Charmaine. Run like a coward from his responsibility. And what should be his dedication to accountability. He ran. Guys, like up the live for me, please. Thank you very much. Just right up here, so somewhere up at the top of your phone, there's a thumbs up button on YouTube. Touch it up. Touch up love up the like button, guys. Come on. 80 plus people watching Bolo V&R clips. We should have at least 80 likes. Dr. Oren Cole, big up. Jamaica. The man won a landslide victory. The UK president, well, the former prime minister. He won a landslide victory. And because of missteps, the man never thief no money in Jamaica. Because of missteps and mistakes, the man had to go, he couldn't stay. That is a democracy. That is a functioning democracy. Why you think we say Jamaica turn one dictatorship? I agree with Colin Bell, you know, to some extent, you know. If Andrew Wheatley go, Andrew Holness must go too. Sign the resignation them same time and run out of office. And go fix up on yourself. And if you can't fix up on yourself, you come back. If not, you stay away. But look on the UK, ladies and gentlemen. Pastor Peter Chambers, big up. Look at the UK. The man made mistakes and missteps. And he had to resign. He had to resign. He was forced out. And the man had a landslide victory. Meanwhile, here in Jamaica, Andrew Holness barely win the election. And we don't want to get into, we just look on the results. All the PNP needed was 4 more seats. And there's questions around even Andrew Holness' seat. Which the court case is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you log on to Derval live stream. He'll be there. Harry Campbell, big up. So a man will win landslide. And his own party said to him, say, alright, so that person, I think they're funny. We're talking about politics and you think you're funny. Alright. Alright. Go into the funny corner. Go into the funny corner. Anytime I get personal, I get black. Yes, thieves and crook them, Pastor. Big up yourself. Pastor Peter Chambers. Guys, I want to go subscribe, follow Pastor Peter Chambers on TikTok. Pastor, I'm going to get very, very active, you know. And, you know, we're going to start out with me YouTube. Pastor, you need to come check me, you know. Probably you just need to come check me with your computer and thing. And make sure so you sign in, your YouTube, sign in on it and everything. And we'll just go in it and see how to deal with the thing the best way. Alright? Yeah, man, make him stay in a funny corner, man. Make him stay in a funny corner. So, Pastor, I'm going to launch out back, ladies, and not necessarily about what going on in politics, but, you know, gathering the people, you know, winning souls to the kingdom of heaven. Zine, I don't know, so I'm going to touch upon it as the Lord will lead him. But I want to know if you subscribe to Pastor Peter Chambers on YouTube. If I'm going to get a new page, I'm going to make you know. Alright? Yeah, man, him there on TikTok. Him there over TikTok, Jennifer. Pastor there in the comment section. So if I'm going to get a new page, I'm going to make you know. Alright? Because I'm going to launch off with it. So make sure say if you subscribe already, share it with other people. We are going to see what we can do with the old page. If the old page now can't work, we are going to make a new one and we just fast track the thing. You understand? That is it. Yeah, man, you want to send him a follow, then him not there, see me in the comment section. PWTER Chambers, a pastor that, you know, Patrick Ray. I am that, you know. Him just drop a comment a while ago. Make sure you follow him on TikTok. Because I'm active on TikTok from the other day. Him go live again and everything in the church. And when him do him thing in him car, and him, you know, talk to the people, them come on and them get healing and all of these things. So make sure you follow. See him there? That's him right there. Say, I'm here. Follow him. Follow him on TikTok, guys. Alright? That is it. But back to the article, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go a little bit deeper into why this man had to resign.
Ago, Starmer, who's promised steady leadership and economic growth, says he will remain caretaker prime minister until his Labour Party chooses a new leader, with expectations growing that it will be former Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham. Burnham confirmed in a social media post that I will put myself forward as part of this process. Government confirms Heidel, Cumberland High School's prime minister until his Labour Party chooses a new leader, with expectations growing that it will be former Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham. Burnham confirmed in a social media post that I will put myself forward as part of this process. Former Health Secretary Wes Streeting, who was considered his main rival for the top job, said he will back Burnham. It was Burnham's victory in a special parliamentary election last week that triggered Starmer's decision to resign. After nearly a decade out of Parliament as the Mayor of Greater Manchester, Burnham returns to Westminster and will be sworn in as a lawmaker later on Monday. Only members of Parliament can stand for the party leadership. Streeting's statement makes it more likely that Burnham will be selected without a leadership contest. Starmer is the sixth prime minister in a decade to stand outside 10, Downing Street, and announce a premature departure. His statement comes the day before Britain marks the 10th anniversary of its vote to leave the European Union, a decision that still roils the country's economy and politics. After weeks of insisting he would fight to keep his job, Starmer conceded to growing pressure to hand over to a new leader who can try and revive the government's flagging fortunes. He led Labour to a landslide election victory in July 2024, but since then his popularity and that of the party have plummeted. A new leader in place within weeks. Starmer made the announcement outside his official 10, Downing Street residence, the spot where he delivered his first speech as Prime Minister 2 years ago. His voice choked with emotion near the end of the brief statement, which was watched by a group of staff, cabinet ministers, and scores of journalists. The question my party is asking now is whether I am best placed to lead us into the next general election, Starmer said. I have heard the answer of my parliamentary party to that question, and I accept that answer with good grace. He said he spoke to King Charles III, Britain's constitutional monarch, to inform him of the decision. Starmer spent the weekend pondering his future following Burnham's special election victory. It's unclear whether Burnham, who is due to be sworn in as a member of Parliament on Monday, will now face a coronation or a challenge. Starmer said nominations for a leadership contest will open on July 9th, and the new leader will be in place by the time Parliament returns from its summer break on September 1st. If Burnham is the only candidate, the change could come by mid-July. Starmer struggled to fulfill election pledges. Starmer has struggled to deliver promised economic growth, repair tattered public services, and ease the cost of living. He has been hamstrung by repeated missteps, including his decision to appoint Peter Mandelson, a scandal-tarnished friend of Jeffrey Epstein, as the UK ambassador to the United States. Labour is losing Liberal voters to the growing Green Party and facing a rising Reform UK, the Nigel Farage-led anti-immigration party that consistently leads in nationwide opinion polls. U.S. President Donald Trump weighed in even before an announcement, linking Starmer's potential exit to two of his recurring bugbears, immigration and renewable energy. Keir Starmer will resign as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He failed badly on two very important subjects,
That is funny,
immigration
honey.
and energy, open North SEA oil.
funny.
I wish him well.
Oh my God, that
President
is
DJT,
funny.
Trump posted on his social media platform. Starmer's initially warm relationship with the president has soured in recent months over issues, including the Iran war, which the UK didn't join. He won praise on the world stage. In contrast to missteps on the domestic front, Starmer has won praise for his international role, notably in rallying European support for Ukraine in its fight against Russia's invasion, and working to mitigate the economic and political turmoil unleashed by the Iran conflict. A NATO summit in Turkey next month may be his last foray on the world stage as Britain's leader. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen praised Starmer's legacy. It can take many leaders years to grow into the statesman you became in just 2 years, she said on X. European and Ukrainian security is stronger because of you. Thank you, dear Keir. While many Labour lawmakers have rallied behind Burnham, some have said that Starmer had been treated unfairly. London legislator Neil Coyle railed on X against the prospect of an utter stitch-up and the media circus being rewarded. When the next leader cannot change Trump, Iran, Ukraine, Putin, Musk, broadcast editorial and algorithm bias overnight, they'll bay for his blood too. Better keep that guillotine sharp, he wrote. Follow the Gleaner on X, formerly Twitter, and...
So ladies and gentlemen, this situation is not even close to a Andrew Wheatley or Andrew Holness. Yes, in a point on person, it's not fake news. What do you mean fake news? This is the Gleaner. The Prime Minister of England is resigning and letting somebody else take over the party because of all the pressures of the media. You see even when the Fourth Estate works, what happens? The Fourth Estate in Jamaica are weak jellyback. And the people in Jamaica have got to rise up for themselves because the Fourth Estate is not doing what they're supposed to do. Not enough. Not enough. And when the Fourth Estate works effectively is when you, the people, respond in agreement. When the cause for Andrew Wheatley and Andrew Holness, and you see the Fourth Estate never work, you know. When Andrew Holness situation did come, Andrew Holness should have been resigned. He shouldn't run for no office. Andrew Holness should have resigned. Somebody should have taken over. And I have now heard that there are some people in the Jamaica Labour Party that agree that he should resign. You understand? But them tell him, they not tell we. Anyway, let's get into what Andrew Holness. Let's get into what Andrew Holness has said, ladies and gentlemen, on the interview with Cliff Hughes. Let's get into this. Alright? Because I don't listen to it, you know. So let me hear it for myself. And there's a few clips, right? There's a few clips of it. So remember to like and share. Don't keep this to yourself.
You're looking at making changes to the political executive?
It is always something that I must do. Yes, always.
Yes. And this
not just now, but always.
But this would have been triggered partly by those problems you're having?
So even things that haven't come to the public for,
yes,
would also make me look to see where would be the best place for someone to serve or not to serve.
Yes.
So this is always under review.
Yes.
Always.
And you have some senior veterans now who
Precisely.
are looking at the departure.
So as Prime Minister, I have to look at succession planning. I have to look at training. I have to look at giving people exposure. I have to create a nursery of leadership. And I have to assign people to work together in teams who are best fit and best suited. But at the same time, you're not a minister with any special assignment. A minister must have certain general capabilities that you can work wherever you are assigned. There is no special.
What going on, someone? Something is very wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Computer freeze up. You don't know why.
Departure.
So as Prime Minister, I have to look at succession planning. I have to look at training. I have to look at giving people exposure. I have to create a nursery of leadership. and I have to assign people to work together in teams who are best fit and best suited. But at the same time, you are not a minister with any special assignment. A minister must have certain general capabilities that you can work wherever you are assigned. There's no specialist minister, and I think that needs to be clearly understood. So you can't say, you know, I didn't like this portfolio, I don't like. You're a minister, meaning you're a servant of the people. You administer the affairs of the people. So wherever you're put, you should have the capabilities to do it. You're not there because you're a subject specialist.
All right, so that's another clip I may look for. Let me see if I hit this. See if I hit this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to look for all of them still, because, you know, I want to see what really are going. I hit this. Prime Minister Andrew says he intends to meet with Technology Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley today. How cool.
Dr. Andrew Wheatley, does he still retain your confidence as a cabinet minister?
Dr. Wheatley retains my confidence in the work that he has been doing in the Office of the Prime Minister, particularly in AI and cyber and these other areas.
Hey, who mans is this? Who mans is this?
Yo, that brother is a real con man and a snake. I'm sorry, I don't have anything flattering to say about the Prime Minister. I don't. Not anymore. He has proven to me over and over again who he is. You understand? And I came into the game neutral. I wasn't following the politics. I was just watching. Oh, if you say you have confidence in the man. The man say if you have confidence in Andrew Wheatley and you go talk about you have confidence in him work in the office of the Prime Minister. Oh, if you have confidence in him work and the man can't explain him money. But then again, look at you. You can't explain your money. So it all makes sense. One bunch of crooks, ladies and gentlemen. One bunch of crook. You understand? One bunch of uncertified creature. Right? And you see, let me tell you something I want to understand. You don't have to directly take out money from the taxpayers' money, you know. For thief it, you know. Giving your girlfriend government contract is a way for do it too, you know. Giving your friend government contract is a way for thief for tax dollars, you know. You never know. Overpaying somebody for contract work, you know, is another way for thief for tax dollars, you know. There's many different ways for them to steal and siphon off our money. So nobody feel like say, if they not take the money directly, there's indirect ways of stealing our tax dollars. You know, like when the Auditor General goes and says there's trillions of dollars unaccounted for, where did the money go? Why we can't account for it? If the proper account is not there, it leads to speculation of stealing. Worse when we are looking on the road and on the road them mash up. We don't see the money on the road them Jamaica. We don't see the money on the infrastructure. The hospital them is trash. All of it is breaking down and we cannot find, we cannot account for all of these monies. We cannot account for them. So what you gonna tell me, say? People are just, you know, we just not like the Prime Minister, that's why we feel the way we feel. Absolute nonsense. The man is being charged for illicit enrichment and the man have the audacity to come from Cliff Hughes and say this. What an absolute disgrace. Me hear Jerry Bryan talk about it, you know, when I watched Jerry Bryan earlier, you know, and I stream on Bolo TV and me hear my talk about it, you know. And when I move around, me never stay to the computer. But me I say, what do you mean him have the confidence? I'm gonna get no time because me have to go do what me I do and do my business, ladies and gentlemen. I don't get no time. Absolutely no time to come listen to this thing. And here I am right now. I cannot believe the man said to that straight face a while ago. Relaxed in his seat to blouse and skirt and say my confidence in Andrew Wheatley. This is infuriating. But go and dig your hole. Go and dig your own yeah man, just go and dig your own political coffee, Andrew. Just continue to dig it, man. It's gonna be deeper, it's already deeper than 6 feet, you know. Your political hole already deeper than 6 feet. By the time you done dig it, you know where it go reach? You see part where near to where the big stone them there, you can't dig no more. Under the earth's crust, right there for Andrew political burial hole over there. Continue, man. Continue.
As it relates to the report that was tabled on him, I have read the report briefly. I have not a chance to go through it. I do intend to be briefed by the attorneys as to exactly what is stated in the report. I do, however, feel...
His attorneys, or your attorneys, or the government's attorneys?
The party's attorneys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stop lying! Stop lying! Stop lying. Stop.
Jamaica. Andrew Holness came to his first interview after Andrew Wheatley. And Andrew Holness wants us to believe that he did not read the report. He just breathed through it. Honestly said the man a business about democracy. What could be more important than reading the report? This in itself outrage Jamaican people. How long the report come out? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today and Monday, and you wanna read the report, Andrew? Text Sunday out of it, a Father's Day, alright, cool. From Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday. The from Tuesday come out. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. How long it take you to read the report? I have read the most important parts of the report. Yo, sometimes I get headache too, but I have to listen. Because as much as we don't like it, I'm the Prime Minister. So we have to hear what I say. This in itself is something. If this was England, it would have to live up, you know. Let me tell you how England stay, because we just got through a while ago. Tell you how the UK stay. People them not play. Them not ramp. The people them in UK look upon Jamaica like we are real jellyback. Like we don't have no sense. You understand? The respect for, I'm not talking about the government alone, you know. We the people of Jamaica, how we respond. Whether we demand and take it to the streets or not. Me I tell you, say the world I look power like some weak jellyback. We are allowing Andrew Holness and the government to get away with too much. This is untenable. The man said don't read the report all the way through it. And today is Monday. Make this make sense, no man. Decade how you doing, my darling? We are some weak jellyback, brother and sister. There's no way the man will get away with this Jamaica. To come and tell us that he has not read the report all the way through yet.
All the parties involved.
Yeah.
So your attorneys or the government's attorneys?
The party's attorneys. The attorneys as to exactly what is stated in the report that was tabled on him. I have read the report briefly. I have not a chance to go through it. I do intend to be briefed by the attorneys as to exactly what is stated in the report. I do, however, feel...
His attorneys, or your attorneys, or the government's attorneys?
The party's attorneys.
Oh,
yeah.
All the parties involved?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
so what was the meeting up at Belmont Road about? So hold on, you tell me say the attorney them for Jamaica Labour Party and the government, them can't read and understand? How long it take them to read it and go through? PNP do a press conference the next day. The very next day, the young man, Mr. Cleveland Tomlinson, the man was going through the litany of details in the report, him and Julian Robinson. And then Mark Golin, you know Mark Golin a reader as a legislator, him quick. You know, it take him probably some hours to go through and understand everything what go on in the report. And he want to believe, say, the team of liars, them not read it yet. Come from Ocean Wide. Why want to run it from CVM? Why want to run it from TVJ, but you got Ocean Wide?
The charges that are...
the charges. Which liar go conjure up now? Mighty God. No, man. Listen to the man.
The charges that are suggested or recommended are serious charges. Now, the challenge, of course, is that no charge has yet been preferred on him. So, until that point, we will observe the situation. Today, I'm going to leave here, run back to cabinet. I expect to see Minister Wheatley there, and we will have a fulsome discussion with him directly on the report and what to expect in the future.
Dr. Andrew Wheatley, does he...
Millicent, I don't want to laugh in my turn. You can hear the man. Something like this, Jamaica. A leader that is serious. This can't sit down for 24 hours. This man is not serious about integrity and accountability. What you mean? See, I go wait for charges. Jamaica, I want to remind you of something, because I come like Andrew Holness forget when him say what I'm own amount. Make me remind you of something. You hear what him say a while ago? Him have to wait till the charges them put out. No charges, him not get charged, him only get recommended to be charged. So after that now, them are going to make a decision. And him still have full confidence in Andrew Wheatley. And you accept that. Labor rights long accept that. You feel proud to be a part of a government. Huh? Me bring you back. You listen to Andrew Holness right there, so. Listen to Andrew Holness right there, so. Listen to this.
Hello, I'm Damian Mitchell. Hello, I'm Damian Mitchell. Lobby group Jamaicans for Justice says the National Security Minister should step aside.
Lord of mercy, it take some time for the take some time for the stuff that come up now. People not hear me my side. Lord of mercy, boy. Wi-Fi, show, connect. What do you mean no internet? No internet, no backside.
Waiting out. He's going to do a lot of damage, as he has been doing. A lot of damage. But Holness and Johnson Smith have to take care of Jamaica's best interest while extending support and solidarity, remember that word? Solidarity with the people of Gaza and Palestine. But we can't do it in a way that is confrontational and adversarial. So this man is not given anything but vent and transaction. And let me put it bluntly. He will simply say, okay, we're going to take away the visas. Yeah? And take away the Jamaican visa.
The following is a release from the People's National...
Jamaica could survive if it is a situation where it is fraud, at least because of the action or what you have said, you now occasion America taking away Jamaicans' visa. Jamaicans with me and you. And there's a few things that we covet more than our precious American visa. And he is quite prepared to use that. That is my take on it.
Momentarily, when that speech. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, just because the light just chip out a while ago. Thank God somebody have my protector. Thank God somebody have my protector for me device them when we put on, because you know, let us stand up still. Let us stand still and watch God work. Yeah, the internet will take it time to come up back, ladies and gentlemen. From the fun they around, that means that the something they are going on. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's get into it again. Right? Let me show you the hypocrisy of Andrew Holness. Listen to this. Wagwan Conroy.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government only accepted.
Hey Sherry, what's up my baby? Thank you.
Responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commissioner of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution, and that minister.
So the Integrity Commission has referred Andrew Wheatley for corruption, and his act is not as egregious as what Andrew Wheatley is being accused for. Andrew Wheatley is being accused of not being able to justifiably tell us how he made his money. He has $160 million plus that he cannot account for, according to the Integrity Commission, based off their lengthy investigation. But Mr. Richard Azan, listen to this.
Shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the minister.
So Andrew Wheatley is showing no sign of wanting to resign. And you, Andrew Holness, is showing no sign of wanting to remove him from the cabinet. You went on Oceanwide and say you have all the confidence in the man. All the confidence in Andrew Wheatley. And oh, you haven't had an opportunity to read the report. Bullshit. Who do you think we are? You think we born yesterday?
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is embarrassing.
Look upon this man where allegedly, according to the political history books, was arrested back in the day. When they try to overthrow Mr. Norman Manley, Pernell Charles Sr. Mr. Hazan, all Mr. Hazan did, ladies and gentlemen, was build some shops and some bathroom for the vendor them go and do them work and can have somewhere decent. Martha, how you doing? What do you mean what happened to this phone? You can't hear me? Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now? It come like the light lick out the sound. I don't know how that happened. And only when somebody call me. Only when somebody call me that happened. But anyway, guys. Right? This money I said with all the sympathy. This is a thing. Then what is Andrew Wheatley? Listen.
One can have for
moving to dismiss the minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government or heads bow this morning with this sort of reality.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or failed and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government. So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
Hello, I'm Damian Mitchell. Lobby group Jamaicans for Justice says the
Can you guys hear me? This a live stream, oh God. Any structure of integrity that was there has dissipated. Gone to the wind. Let me know what you guys think. Mighty God. Let's go to the situation around the answers that Andrew Holness gave regarding, you know, the TCN. Let's go around it because me just hear something a while ago where bother me. Yeah, it bother me, Jamaica. It's bothering me. Let's listen to this.
For many years and years. Because, you know, these issues sometimes take
unanswered. Your cabinet minister, former ambassador to the US, Audrey Marks, did she offer Jamaica, yes, would be willing to accept up to 10,000 illegal aliens in America?
Well, I suspect you mean in Jamaica.
In Jamaica.
But absolutely not. I think there's a conflation of two separate programs. One program which we know about now, which is the Third Country National Program, which by now possibly about 30 countries would have had. Last year it was about 28 would have had. Jamaica signed recently, so we would be one of them. And I believe Minister Dana Morris Dixon would have explained the program very well, that it is 25 per fortnight. If 10 decide to stay, then that breaks the program comes to a halt, that the International Organization for Migration will assist in managing the program. The details, the logistics have not yet been worked out, and so the operational details are still being negotiated.
So how did that issue of
Right,
Minister Marks
so let me quickly,
making it into
let me quickly
a
explain,
diplomatic note?
Let me quickly explain. When Minister Marks was ambassador to the United States, one of her jobs would have been to advise the government of likely changes in foreign policy and how those changes would impact Jamaica. In parallel to that, Jamaica was going through some changes ourselves. We, for the first time in our history, reached what economists call full employment. And we're practically at full employment. The last figure is 3.6% unemployed. 50,000 Jamaicans are unemployed. But within that are persons seeking jobs, persons who have changed jobs, structural unemployment, some of it. Now, we have had to be figuring out, what do we do when we get to 2% unemployment? We hear the calls coming in from construction, quick services, data sciences, engineering. We just don't have the skills. So we have to think way in advance. How do we treat with this when we get to that point? So the issue of the US change in policy to limit Jamaican migration sparked us to start to think, you know what, we need to have a structured migration program, which is quite separate from the Third Country National program, which uses Jamaica as a transit point. So this is not even a policy, it is just the government thinking in advance.
So that is what Ambassador Minister Marks would have shared with the Americans?
I think she would have shared with them a strategy of structured migration where Jamaicans could get to go to the United States, because my understanding of it is that Minister Marks attended an event in the United States on my behalf, an event sponsored by, I believe it was the Shield of the Americas, if I'm...
So brother, all you talk about she attend, it's your understanding, then you must know. If she attend the event on your behalf, you must know. Want to see how them communicate? That's why I can't trust him. Can't trust him Jamaica. cannot trust this man. All type of shadiness about him, I say. Right?
I'm not mistaken. She attended on my behalf, and she would have suggested that Jamaica is considering a structured migration program. And I believe that that may have been taken and rolled up and conflated. So I suspect what was in the media is a diplomatic note asking, are we considering this? And we responded, we're not considering it in the sense of the TCN, the third country national. What we are thinking about is slightly different. So let me just explain that. So right now, we are looking at structured migration programs. We have examples of a structured migration program. We have the farm workers and we have the hotel workers. The unstructured programs, people come here almost every year to recruit our teachers and our nurses, creates a real dislocation in our operations. What if we were able to structure this even more? So we could say to the United States or to whichever other country, all right, if you want to recruit our teachers, well, come to us, assist us with our training. You could take them for half of the year and they can come back. Or you could take them for a year and they come back. It is a structured arrangement. Right now, we are pursuing structured arrangements with Ghana and Nigeria and India and I believe the Philippines for nurses. We have had a structured migration program with Cuba, where we've had the Cuban doctors for many.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, so Andrew Holness is saying that they have a structured migration program with Cuba. So Andrew, why you send back the Cuban them? If the structured arrangement program was not illegal? Because the United States of America pressure on them. This is the part of it where them don't want to admit, ladies and gentlemen. The United States of America pressured you guys into removing the good doctor them from Cuba. Because they have a problem with Cuba. And you put our lives in jeopardy. Now, what is to say that this particular TCN deal doesn't benefit us either? Because according to Uno not get no real benefit from it. But I want to go back to something where I see pan I want to go back to something where I see pan Deepa TV. Big up Ishmael. Right? In terms of this deal here.
Years and
All right.
nurses.
So tell me, Mr. Prime Minister.
So we are looking to expand that structured migration program. So Jamaicans can go, foreigners can come, but we are not at that point yet.
Okay.
So now him flip it. Him flip it say Jamaicans can go and Americans can come. So the TCN different from the structured program where RG Marks when I go put forward. That's the way I try to tell you say now. I don't believe in Jamaica. Not even one lick of it I don't believe. All a ball of confusion. But what I want to do, you see, I want to show no one document where the note sent to Jamaica government said the former ambassador of the United States without portfolio, office of the Prime Minister, with responsibility of innovation, blah, blah, blah. Would have received 10,000 third country nationals. Why does that diplomatic statement say that? Why does that statement, that document, say that we would receive 10,000 third party nationals? Why would it say that? Oh man, Ishmael go in, man. Judges rule Trump administration policy of third party nationals to be is unlawful. Let me show you that. Very interesting. So although there is an agreement with them guys, look at this. CBS News. Judge rules Trump administration policy for third party deportation is unlawful. So that's a fact. But this administration even though that is going on, still decided to go ahead with this deal. How is that responsible? How is that prudent? Let me listen to a little bit of this. I never this me I look fine about. Let me listen to a little bit of this. Oh man, this computer is a computer needs some rest. I'm not lie.
Removal must be set aside. Murphy paused his transnational crime. Are we now facilitating a government in breach of its own constitution? Jamaican government, are we now facilitating a crime across borders? Because if it is unlawful, it means it is a crime. It means it is a crime. Despicable human beings to be sent to Jamaica. And the judge ruled it is unlawful. Make we read. A federal judge ruled on Wednesday that a Department of Homeland Security policy that allows immigration authorities to deport migrants to third countries are not their own without first giving notice or the opportunity to object is unlawful. We go further. Uno know me a deep dive, you know. Uno know me a deep dive. U.S. District Judge Brian Murphy in Massachusetts sided with the group of non-citizens who filed a class action lawsuit against the Department of Homeland Security last year. He ruled that Trump administration's policy regarding third country removal must be set aside. Murphy paused his ruling for 15 days to give Trump administration time to appeal. So he even give him a chance in Jamaica. The Supreme Court previously issued 2 separate emergency stays against Judge Brian Murphy in this case. We are confident we will be vindicated again. The Department of Homeland Security said in a statement, adding that the Trump administration has the constitutional authority to remove these criminals, illegal aliens, and clean up the national security. Oh Lord. Here is my question, deep divers. Are we facilitating an unlawful act? Are we facilitating an unlawful act? Me have one more thing before we open the phone lines to say. Uno say go deeper. Say dive deeper. Say go deeper. Uno say go deeper, no man. Tick-tock. Say go deeper, no man.
What is one?
Say go deeper.
Careful. Pause, man.
Say go deep.
Pause, bro. Bro, you gotta chill, bro.
Hey, who man is this? Oh, man, is this?
Take his microphone. Just a minute. Just a minute. Take his microphone. Usher him out. Usher him out. Usher him out.
Yo, Ishmael, you gotta chill, bro. Can I deep? Say dive deeper. No, bro, come on, man. You gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. You got to chill, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, you have to. Yeah, you gotta chill out, man. Gotta chill out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. You know what the Prime Minister said. To me, it really doesn't make any sense. What they're talking about, trying to conflate. Oh, she was talking about something different, and when you look at the documentation, it doesn't say what they're saying. Who are these despicable people that Marco Rubio is talking about? Who are these? I want to Sydney in drop off. Who are these? These rapists, child rapists and all that. Who are these people what them are talking about? That are my thing. Who are these people? Where did the idea they come from? You understand? So the people in America find this whole TCN thing. The judge them say this is unlawful. So it's in the courts. And then our government has decided to be a part of what is deemed in America an unlawful act. And something that would go against even our own constitution, if I'm not mistaken. Is this another not transatlantic, but you know, something to that sort? You know what I mean? Is this human trafficking? I've asked that question before. Could this be considered human trafficking? But anyway, let me know what you guys think, man, in the comment section. Sydney. Sydney, what go on? Nah, you hear me now?
Yeah, man.
What go on? Where are some general? How what go on? A TikTok a drop you off. Oh, come me know say me never drop you off. Okay. Okay.
Alright, when they pass on, she's not type of woman and man. Right, you are on 3 stages of woman and man, they go right through till they close them program. And as me I tell me come back from the program, so me talk here, so I didn't think you have one.
Yes.
So me want to know on the same internet me I use, and the same Wi-Fi, then how comes now, as me go talk about, in this I know, me I get beaten by it. Then man, them target me, man. But me I go get a backup thing. Look like, they don't know see about that movie guys.
You see, you hear what go on with the FID? You hear what go on with the FID? Huh? Yo, turn off something in that background. You hear me? Something wrong. Something wrong, man. You hear me? You hear me? Okay, okay. May I say you hear what go on with Ocean Wide that's about the FID? Say from last year, September, they write one letter they allegedly write one letter, because I don't know about the letter. They allegedly write one letter to the Integrity Commission, say they are not pursuing the case with Andrew Holness. Them not investigate. You hear about that?
They're not investigating.
That is what is alleged.
So how come they're not investigating?
Them say there's no grounds to investigate the matter according to Oceanwide. I don't believe them. I don't believe Oceanwide. Integrity Commission have to come out and tell me, say, the FID tell them that. And I don't hear nothing from the Integrity Commission. But there's an article here, so when I look on with the Observer said them question Andrew, and he insisted that he is not aware of the FID's position. That point, the point I'm making while adding, I'm surprised that you're aware of the FID's position. So Andrew Holness is behaving as if he don't know where Oceanwide are talk about. Because in this article here, the Observer is asking the Prime Minister, are you aware of the FID's position regarding your statutory declaration? And he's saying he's not aware. But Oceanwide say, the FID say, there's no grounds for investigate Andrew. And them go further. Them say, the Integrity Commission say, according to Oceanwide, say the FID should reconsider their position. But again, I have not heard anything from the Integrity Commission, so I don't believe nothing will come out of Oceanwide unless it's confirmed by the Integrity Commission. I don't believe them. Because the timing of it, it's too good. So Andrew Wheatley I get charged with illicit enrichment. And then a letter from the FID is going to label the Integrity Commission as quote unquote, allegedly, quote unquote, amateur. Amateur? No, this two set up. This two set up. If it smell like a duck and walk like a duck and look like a duck, it must be a duck. It two set up. So me I wait for the Integrity Commission to come out, to come confirm or deny whether nothing goes about no FID letter. Then me I wait for right now.
Because the IC recommend what is man from St. Andrew again up Cap St. Andrew.
Oh, what him name again? Xavier Main.
Xavier Main.
Yeah.
The IC recommending for charge to you know.
Yeah man, for some charges, yeah. But for him charge them. I don't remember Xavier Main charge them. How Xavier Main charge them they go again? What's up, Cheryl?
Yeah man, I got the same thing man. Him have some land and some pieces and so when I depend the IC thing. The money them can where too much money. Same way like Ray.
No, Pablo, it's not today. The court is not today. You have to understand that court case there, Andrew Holness don't have to be present at the court case. The case is against Paul Buchanan and the people that were supposed to make the decision to redo the election. It's not against Andrew. It's the body, I don't remember what their name. The body was supposed to make sure, say, them follow the constitution and make sure, say, Andrew Holness' seat is redone. They made a decision not to do so, but the law is clear. That's why I carry to the Supreme Court. You understand what I deal with? So now, them are going to decide now, the Supreme Court decide, say, yeah man, you don't have to do that, or you don't have to do it. And if the Supreme Court don't do the right thing, Paul Buchanan is going to go to the final court in England. Because with democracy is being eroded. You feel me I deal with? The FID come out and talk about, but I'm not even going to say the FID do nothing. Ocean-wide say, I don't hear nothing from the FID. Yeah, I don't hear nothing from the FID. Ocean-wide say the FID say. Until the FID come out and say, I don't believe none of that.
I remember say in February, this man never gone there yet. Why them put them now? And your friend never did it yet.
But let me tell you, the man them is so skilled, you know. The man them know how to divert the conversation, you know. And take the pressure off away pressure supposed to do, you know. Andrew Wheatley must resign and Andrew Holness must resign. That is the bottom line. As a matter of fact, talking about the FID president director need to resign to Dennis Strong. He shouldn't be there. Based off his bias. He should not be there. That's why he must say nothing can go so. You can't be the director of you cannot be the director of an institution like that to investigate things. That's like saying you're the chief of police, but this particular case and I know no knowledge about. Madness! That means you compromise and you have to go. You got to go. The biggest case in the organization and you... Come on, man. Hi, Sylvia. Yeah, they want to see interview, man.
Right, that means you're not supposed to do that because a case like this, and you say you have nothing to do with it, you want you and funny. They all got the head of it, brother, and a big case like this. Yeah. That means you know, for them,
no, none at all. Not even none at all. There's none at all.
Because an important case like this, a big important case like this, and you have a pass that word. Eh? That means what you did there do then? What you did there do?
May I go see if I find nothing upon
So when the FID when Dennis Strong deal with other people's case now, what do you think they're going to say? You know what, the Prime Minister was your friend, what you want to come deal with for me? Eh? And you had him to ride bicycle, you had him do all
But again, I'm not even going to talk no more upon the FID, brother, because you're not from the FID. I left that alone. I not give no more weight. I not give no more weight to the argument. You understand? Double.
nation narrow. How about nation narrow know about it? How about them know about it? A nation narrow.
Ocean wide, me call them. And the other term I have for them is a national nonsense. The National Nonsense Network. Yeah, man. National Nonsense Network. That me call them.
How about them alone know about it? That's something man. That's something them below.
Me not tell you, man.
And that thing no about so because we don't hear about it long time. February. From last year, February. They know what year on.
No, man, last year, September 18th, they have a meeting. But through the election when I go on, that's how Ocean Wide are saying now. Through the election when I go on, they didn't want it to say that they were trying to sway the election either way by coming out with the report. You believe that?
Then look how long after that now.
Brother, look on the timing of the thing. Look at the timing.
Say, not we call October like that. You say November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's a simple.
Let me tell you see Ocean Wide, you know, no say, the core base of the labor right them, you know, them is down and out, you know. So this is our way of it. This is our way of it make them feel good and sprout them up. If make them feel encouraged with because they know so they love run with narrative. Oh, see there, when them are run with it, oh, see there, the FID send letter and say there's nothing, so they can't say Andrew Holness resign. They want them base to feel good. That to me is a stunt. That until me hear from the FID or the Integrity Commission, that is a stunt. Nobody can tell me nothing. But anyway, why mute the mic? Go and listen to the argument right so. On the news. Look how much this? How much minute this? I don't even know.
Welcome back to Primetime News and a special welcome to viewers on OneSpotMedia.com as well as TVJ International in the Cayman Islands. All eyes are glued to football as the 2026 FIFA World Cup is on the way. But there's also a global competition for talent, and the government says Jamaica is looking to make its case. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness was addressing the 25th anniversary gala of the Rio Hotels and Resorts in Montego Bay, where he says this is crucial for economic development. Romarda Lyons reports.
Putting a cap on skilled Jamaicans and at the same time opening the island's doors to more talent. That argument from Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness as he stressed that Jamaica must now focus on becoming a destination that attracts and retains skilled workers. This against the backdrop of sustained economic growth.
Countries are competing for investments. They are competing for businesses. But you know what else they're competing for? They're competing for talent. That, in fact, is the biggest competition. Because no matter what investment, capital, business, rare earth, lithium, we need talent.
A 2026 Development and Democracy report for Latin America and the Caribbean revealed that more than half of Jamaicans plan to migrate within the next 3 years to work or live. The report points to economic concerns as the primary motivator, and Jamaica is second to Haiti in the Caribbean. Mr. Holness says Jamaica is known for supplying skilled workers to overseas markets. Now, there's another goal.
Forgive me for using the World Cup analogy. Too often we see ourselves as spectators cheering on other teams, not understanding that we are on the field as well. Increasingly, therefore, countries are competing for people. I want that point to seep in, not just to the audience in front of me, but to the wider Jamaica, where there is another conversation taking place.
In addition, he stressed that migration, tourism, and foreign direct investment are all influenced by the same factors that determine whether people choose one country over another.
This is why we are investing in infrastructure, why we are improving public safety, why we are expanding housing, why we are modernizing public services, why we are building resilience, why we are strengthening human capital. These are not separate initiatives. They are all part of a single national mission to make Jamaica a place of choice.
Romarda.
You know, so that brother you not really have much sense. Out of everything when you see a while ago, the man miss the most important thing. In Sydney, structured education. If you want skilled people, you know, train them, brother. Train them from your own pool of people, them with the right, so.
But I know that the man after the man say a foreigner I want, brother, you know, you the man say, man,
The man really give up on the people in Jamaica. Oh, you say them, them say him choose Jamaica.
You know, you say the man now get no arts, people now get their service ticket, brother. All who did they can't get their service ticket, say the man now not with them, you know, say that straight.
Talking about education.
People who go out can't get their service ticket, you know.
Talking about education, that's our next problem right there, so now. Talking about education. I just see one article a while ago where say Dora the Explorer said 90% of students who sat the PEP exam is going to the school of their choice. 90.5% were placed by proximity, while 0.5% were manually placed. More hear from Damian Crawford, you know, because he's the numbers man. Because I don't trust nothing where come out of the lady amount, you know.
Right now, I tell you at this moment, Jamaica do me, man.
Brethren, Aldine, we are deal with. Brother, it's sad, brother.
Jamaica do, brother.
Sad.
Jamaica do in everywhere with this place.
It's sad. It's sad, boy.
I know Jamaica's a failed state. Not failing, you know. Failed state right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Failed state.
Definitely.
Because if somebody can come in and tell us, boy, right now, do this, do that, do this, and you know, we don't know answer, you just have to do it to them. So what you have, you then no fail, we fail, man. Turn on the Cuban and you say, from last year, Venezuela, from when you come, you match up Venezuela thing, with the oil with we, and make we have to pay care of the oil now. You come back, they say, send me Cuban, you send me Cuban. You come back and so now again, you say, boy, America, I was stepping in seven. You want to China man them. You want to share business with them. And we all know, say, I get you want to get what you China people them. And I know, you know, you're not about the private to come out, come make a statement, you know. Or something like that. You should have come out, make me know what I want, Prime Minister. If you agree with it or you don't agree with it. Yeah? So this is how we feel. A failed state we have. No feeling, you know. Feel, we feel, big time. And one thing I say, keep my fingers crossed, because I'm never talking the worst, can't be the worst, because the fishermen, them out, they cannot danger, you know. And when they think to do this in Venezuela, instead Jamaica, a big narcotics sitting there, you know, drugs thing, you know. So you go down here, fisherman get slapped out of sea there, you know. When they come up in Venezuela, man, what they lick boat and man and hold on for a boat and they just lick them again, make sure send on them. So, right now we feel, I just afraid we are afraid right now. And we don't know what next. Don't know what next. You understand this, brother? When Jamaica come to this?
Why? Why me not like me speechless, brother? The Jamaican people are going to sit down and just watch this go on.
What we do and our leader, the leader of the country to rally that we will demand them. So what we can do?
Which leader?
You must say I come work with the police them, you know. And as you say, no, they go straight now work with the police them. So young people, uno put up, uno better, uno so a big park all them Benz and City one up there, you know. Because the man at talk about say, you know, say how much $1 million a year them smuggle from, them scam from American citizens. So uno so happy drive, uno Benz and uno this and uno that, uno so happy, you know, not sell them or park them. Oh. And we get the understand that them are putting our people in, you know. And when they go check them for people, and them no means to buy them, they can't do. But and that we know did one. And up on no jump to us, gone pass some green bike. Everywhere me come here, yang. So
Yo, Jaja. I want to play something from Emily. I want to play something from Emily Shields when me hear on Dre Bryan show earlier. I want to play that sound bite of phone. This, I can't believe it's Emily Shields this. Can't believe.
And this is going to be one of those broadcasts because everything is going on around me. So I pray that my system can manage all the
sushi
and bring it to you in clear, logical fashion. We thank you so much for staying with us. We know that you have choices. We're happy when you come here, happier when you find reasons to stay. This is the hotline.
Emily's views, her position on the issues, her point of view backed up by the facts. Here are Emily's views.
I've got a lot to say. And I regret I don't have time this morning because I can't deal with all of the issues in the time available because of the nature of the broadcast I'm on this morning. But I promise you, because the way I treat matters on this program is in such detail, and the details are important, I promise you that I will come back to you with the details because attention to detail it's an important attribute for individuals to have. There's one particular matter I wanted to deal with this morning fully because I've dealt with it in at least 2 Emily's views before. And that is the issue concerning the imbroglio, for want of, or for finding an appropriate word, the imbroglio at the UHWI. In light of the developments before the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament, at the last PAC sitting, you may recall that I treated you to the thing as it emerged on this continuum a number of weeks ago. And there was some very important new information that appeared before the committee when it last sat, including the disclosure of what can be termed, not what can be termed, what is actually referred to as addendum to board meeting, with substantive details concerning the appointment of a chief executive officer by a subcommittee of the board, then of the University Hospital of the West Indies. Substantially, what has been disclosed, and it's very important in fairness to the process and fairness to you, fairness to myself, my conscience as I track this matter, that you get to hear in detail, but we can't bring it all to you this morning. The details put in the addendum to the board meeting about the recruitment process of the chief executive officer. But additionally, I think it's so important that we listen and listen well. I cannot tell you how many times I've had to go over and listen to these meetings, because sometimes it's when you get information that a little bit more clarity comes, information in writing. And why do I say that? I say that because part of the disclosures before the PAC relates to the CEO who was identified by the subcommittee of the board she didn't pick up the position. And according to the former Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Chai Chung, who made the disclosures in a submission before the Public Accounts Committee, she didn't pick up the position of Chief Executive Officer, though she was shortlisted, interviewed, and now based on the addendum to the board meeting, the minutes, we're seeing that she was actually present and in Jamaica and meeting with the Minister of Health and other members of the team of the UHWI. But she didn't take up the board, the CEO position, because she said to them they needed to resolve the issue of this sort of disparity between the role of the Senior Director of Clinical Services, who reports to the board, and the CEO is not a member of the board. Yeah? So you have a situation where it's as if you have two heads running the UHWI. And she thought that that was an unhealthy situation to continue. And if it's not resolved, then she's not going to take up the position, even though the position was offered to her, at least by the subcommittee of the board which was established to do the hiring. And it is so crucial that you hear this in full. So because she didn't take up the position, the then board, headed by Chai Chung, they say that they appointed an acting chief executive officer. And the addendum to the minutes that have been disclosed, I am searching through them to find where it was ratified that that acting CEO is to take up the job. And based on what Mr. Chai Chung said, the Minister of Health did not agree with the appointment of the acting CEO in the face of the CEO who was selected from overseas, declining to take up the job. The minister dissolved the board and appointed the former chief executive officer. Okay. So it's crucial for us to comb through these documents and see if they do show the appointment of an acting chief executive officer after the lady from overseas did not take up the position. The answers are there, but we don't have the time to go into that. I promise I will come back.
Jamaica. Now, I want to see the reason why Dr. Christopher.
So, guys, Christopher Tufton is to be blamed for the present reality at the UHWI. 100%. Those minutes, why you think Xavier mean and the ugly one, when name, two of them ugly still. But the next one name where I was at my PSC meeting, right, then kick off Sydney again. Why you think the ugly one, ladies and gentlemen, where name, one friend of my man to go be a side man. I would want the name where I speak at the house too. Oh man. I can't remember his name. Eli Clark. Why you think Eli Clark, ladies and gentlemen? You say I send it to you, Mr. Butch Antica. You send me on WhatsApp, bro, or on TikTok. Yeah, man. I remember see I two different banks, you know, so it got take some working, some like 2 days or so. You see me? Yeah. So you will see it in a couple of days. It takes some time when it's a different bank, you see me? But it gone through. I did download the thing, the receipt, but I don't know why the download never successful. But it gone through still. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the lady was actually here. She saw a clear problem. I hear Right Clark in there, man. Twitch, big up Twitch, not easy. Twitch says she Right Clark. Somebody else says she Right Clark. Uno no easy in the comment section. You see, uno too dangerous. Uno too dangerous. But as me I say, you remember when Eli Clark and the next one, Xavier me in a PAC, and I talk about, you know, Mr. Chai Chung, I saw you and I thought he was an honest man. Implying that the man is lying, you know. No, Mr. Chai Chung has been vilified. Check my WhatsApp. Mr. Chai Chung has been vilified, ladies and gentlemen. 100%. No, brother, you can't send me live while me live. Me can't watch a live while me live. Remember, say me live on my page now. When I go see the live, we have to go up on the next page. You understand what I say? And yeah, I just have to leave it at that. Zine, I'm going to leave it at that. But this situation with Christopher Tufton. So, we need to write one list of people who need to resign from the Jamaica Labour Party legitimately. Start with Andrew Holness. His wife needs to resign as what you call it? Speaker of the House, so she needs to resign. Xavier may need to resign. What's his name? Christopher Tufton needs to resign. Andrew Wheatley needs to resign. Marissa Dalrymple needs to resign. Delroy Chuck definitely needs to resign. Just based on my stuff them when I come out and mouth. But Jamaica doesn't have a human rights issue. What? Nonsense. The Deputy Prime Minister, Horace Chang, needs to resign too. 100%. All of the human, Daryl Vaz definitely need to resign. How much that me gone already? Andrew, his wife, Xavier Main, Christopher Tufton, Horace Chang, Delroy Chuck, Daryl Vaz. When my man named Bobby Montague need to resign. He shouldn't even been there. 8 of them already, Jamaica. 8 of them already. That legitimately, under any good democracy, Cruel Reed, him not for dead none at all. He's not there. He's not a part of the... Is he still getting paid? Is Rural Reed still getting paid from us? Our tax dollars? Oh, by the way, we have to put in Dana Morris Dixon. She tell too much lie, brother. And then the finance minister, the shadow finance minister, me should have said, because she's not the finance minister. What's your name? Favor Williams need to resign too. So that are 2 more, so that are 10. We legitimately need to resign. Legitimately. Mighty God. Marlon Morgan even show in our political garbage bin. Him not serve no purpose. None. You know, Juliet Cuthbert does a 9. I don't really have no legitimacy for she resign. I don't know what she are going with. I don't know. I don't know about she. I don't know investigation. We don't know material upon she. She just appear to be a very terrible person. But that don't mean that she needs to resign. I talk about performance. I talk about integrity, credibility. At the core of the... Oh, Desmond McKenzie needs to resign too. He's doing a disgraceful job at local government. He needs to resign. Oh, Mirati, that at 11. Delroy Williams need to resign. Based off of what my lady they say about him alone. Him need to resign. At 12 that to gone already in Jamaica. How much people Andrew have in our parliament? 12 person in the Jamaica Labour Party that need to resign immediately. Legitimate need to resign. 12 out of how much? How much people they have? We said the mayor Mobi, yeah, him need to resign too. Ratatouille City, him turn the place in. Flight Green should have never done an office night after Wagwan. Me talk about Bobby Montague, man. After Wagwan in a pandemic, Flight Green shouldn't have there. One diva, big up yourself. Yeah, man, Green is still there. One diva, me like your picture. Is that really you? Or is that like AI? One the diva unstoppable. First time seeing you in the chat. Welcome to the platform. The water minister. Awadi, I'm seeing tell one local lie, you know. And then the Auditor General report, we are wait. To see how they respond to that. Me, I look at things on Dre Brian, but I don't really hear no much more about it. Hi, Lorraine. How you doing, mama? So we are going to see how them thing they pan out. So I'm not going to put him in it yet. Because really and truly, if anybody have fake it, as if they might do something in their ministry, it would be with the bridge in the name, Matthew Samuda. If anybody have fake it, you know who else need to resign? Pernell Charles Jr. What a disgrace! What a disgrace in the labor ministry with all the angle post Hurricane Melissa. He need to resign too. Him need to resign too. Right? Just put the whole of them in our political barrel and throw them away. But let me see something here because I'm bridging Patchagray. Patchagray, we say Paul Buchanan depend on live the way you tell me about. See me can go up on my next page and see me can find it. We can go up on this. You have to have 2 and 3 page on TikTok, you know. Just like how you have 2 and 3 page on YouTube. You look like your life gone, brother. Look like your life gone. Can I click on it? Them still live, Pacha? Oh shit. Hold on them people. Hold on the Jamaica. This one is serious. Hold on the Jamaica. Whoa. Let me send a link here to myself. Hold on there. Let me send a link here to myself, yeah. And put it on right here. So let me take off this off and explain. Hold on them side.
Jesus Christ, he can never see this in a history.
I see him come back up.
Tell you.
Well on the goal then. Mr. Bob.
Yeah.
Me just ask.
You hearing me?
Yeah. Me know you said 15 minutes. So me just tell us if it does. Left a word before you leave.
All right. I heard the comment a while ago. I was listening about the raffling thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you something. It's nothing you can put past them, man. Everything. Anything, no matter how terrible. I hear you say nothing will hell on them.
Me say, Mr. Buck, me I tell you.
There is a tomorrow, you know, and everybody go have to account. If you account by earth, you go account in heaven. And the amount of traffic you guys see them man go away. So,
not even Satan know why them are hell, Mr. Buck.
I'm going to pray that we get a good
That's
result tomorrow. Because once we get a good result tomorrow, man I go panic. Man I go panic, you know. And when them panic, yeah, start. Them a draw breaks.
I'm attack right now in life, Bantika life.
Because I don't know when, I don't remember when any of them know fear, because nobody no gone to jail yet. And remember, you know, the last thing the people them said the other day, you know, I think it's the Auditor General, that $1 trillion, $1 trillion that has been spent has not been accounted for. There is no risk. 1 trillion, we don't mean a million, we don't mean a billion, 1 trillion. In a little country like Jamaica. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow. Why tomorrow is important? Let me tell you again.
The light is not shining.
Once them see some judges that are brave enough to rule against Andrew Holness, he will start no fear.
Oh, yeah.
So keep up the struggle.
All right, Diva, you get the number.
Not just with me, but us fight for justice.
And tomorrow,
I
the court
hope that
case.
tomorrow bring we at least the joy of knowing that the good God is finally saying enough is enough. So take care of yourself and thank you. It's a pleasure talking to you again. And God bless you.
Mr. Buck, cover you.
God bless and keep it yourself. Cover your hand.
Cover you.
Take care of yourself. Tomorrow morning.
From the crown of your head, Mr. Buck, to the sole of your feet tomorrow. God bless
and I
you.
hope the people them, I hope the people them come out, all who vote for you, who in favor of you, come out. Make him say.
Mr. Buck,
yeah, man.
Read Psalm
Don't
31,
make it late.
Mr. Buck, and Psalm 35 before you look out of the house, sir.
The people them fi come out, come stand up out there, and the people them fi boycott Parliament tomorrow. Andrew no fi sit in him. Mark Golding no fi sit down in a Parliament with Andrew tomorrow because when say nah sit down with he when say nah sit down in there with where the man name
Azan.
Where they build up the shop them. And say nah sit down in a Parliament with him. This a the year. So when them call out the name and say President whoever, everybody fi just walk out. Nobody not supposed to sit down in there with Wheatley tomorrow. But him can't fire Wheatley, you know. He cannot fire Wheatley because him and Wheatley in the same boat.
I'm not staying in there with them tomorrow.
That's a good
him
idea.
Him and Wheatley are paddling in the same boat.
Sitting with them.
And probably if one of the court date, if the party...
Decision
him can't fire him. He can't fire him, you know.
And we stop sitting down with them.
Mr. Buck, him cannot fire Weekly.
All right, take care of
yourself.
yourself.
It's like him in the wall of cave in for him.
All right, Mr. Buck.
All right, Mr. Buck.
Tomorrow.
Tika.
Yeah.
The wall of cave in for him. Oh, no, see, say it a come in for him.
Yes,
he must go surrender, but he must fight with all him mind.
Don't go look Obiang. That's all him do, young boy.
Obiang God is good.
Obiang go.
Hello, me say, them fi boycott the Parliament tomorrow, because Wheatley no fi come in there. Them and Wheatley no fi sit down in there. Because remember me tell you, say, if I went somebody over PNP side, remember me tell you, hey,
but the country,
Andrew, we are talking about, you know.
Go on, the country act like them for this big nose, ugly thinking dirty man.
Yo, me say them fi boycott Parliament tomorrow. Them say Andrew Weekly, everybody, and every week them fi do it. Just turn up a Parliament and when in they walk out.
Walk out.
Then she say, yeah.
Pastor Samuel big up. No, sir. Can't bother.
Patrick, we are him work the guzo, I'm wife work it.
Can you imagine? You have you have how much Cuban we're in the country all long, we are help poor people. In you have them, you have doctor, you have teacher, you have whoever, and you pack them up and you send them at their yard and I take one bungle a criminal. You know, hear what the man Marco Rubio say? Him said them despic. You know what despic I mean? Eh? A one word he used, you know, he said they are a set of despicable human beings and he will do anything to get rid of them. Anything.
Anything.
Anything to get rid of them and you have as the labor, you know, you see the labor.
Nothing judgment yet. Them
You know, hear the labor
Chinese-
right, girl.
Chinese
The
them too.
girl say, my man a clean out in closet. Clean out the closet and you take the broke them. Remember say when we come in did the partnership, you know, me couldn't come on my yard, you know, I work, me go work, you know. And me have a hard blood clot time to come home. Because me
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so you know say tomorrow, the 23rd of June, Mr. Paul Buchanan court case with the seat for Andrew to decide whether there's going to be a re-election where that seat is concerned. Everybody pray that the desired result is attained. You understand? So we can get some justice where democracy is concerned. Everybody knows that Andrew never win this election. All the Labour right, they know that. You think they don't know? Them know. Why you think them never celebrate? Did you see a celebration from the Labourites in the last election, ladies and gentlemen? It has been 2 elections now that the Labourite them don't celebrate. The local government and the last election. You don't remember? Not even one Labourite I don't see celebrate. None of them. They know that they lost the election, ladies and gentlemen. When Labourite win, you see them all over the place, all over Jamaica. What's up, baby? How you doing, boo? When Labourite win, them go all over the place and be a nice pot. Ting, 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 ting. We don't see that. We don't see that. The last election. Local government, hey, what's up, babes? Local government, none of it. None of it. But let me know what you think. Paul Buchanan tomorrow case. Make sure it's enough prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, we need all our prayers, them. Yeah, because you know them man, them people are do some things in the high places. You hear them say? Yeah. They had nothing to celebrate. That's right. There you go, Doreen. That's absolutely right. Like and share, my people. Alright, so I could go back. Patrick, I'm sorry, so I didn't catch what you say. So I could record the rest of that. But big up Tika, guys. Make sure so you don't go follow Tika, because you know so she got up on the ground. Tika on TikTok. Let me tell you her TikTok name. She got up on the ground tomorrow. I definitely have to go follow her. And you know say Derval got up on the ground too. I follow her already still. I follow Tika, but let me see Tika profile. Where you go up on the profile? Yeah, try if go up on her profile. Tika War Room. That's what she name on TikTok. Tika War Room. What her name? When we talk to her again, I have to ask her about her name there. But you see where she live? She have to be a warrior still, you know. Because them place, they are serious place, you know. Andrew Holness constituency is not the beacon of peace and beacon of you know, education and flourishing and all of those things. That's not the case. That's not the case, you know. So we are going with Nicola. You're supposed to do your work, you pass through. I wonder if you're still there. Hope you're good, you know. Yeah, she gone already. Pass, she pass through. Work, she work, and a chicken, she jerk. David, we are dealing with. Alright, so Tika War Room, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see, user. That is the name, Tika War Room. Want to go up on our profile. Ah, that is it. Got him. Got him. Take off Mark picture. I wish I had to be the dog. What the hell? Everything is gonna be alright. Jamaica trust God and live here. And don't take that saying there very, very lightly. Trust God and live. This is Tika's page for the persons watching on Bolo TBV. Like I said, follow her on Twitter. Tomorrow, I'm sure she'll go live. She and Derval will go live tomorrow. Alright, see there? Tika War Room. That is it. That is it. But more go back to our next thing, cause on the things that Emily Shields done. Hey! You can't stay there. Emily Shields. Make sure so she tell Andrew her mind. And tell the government her mind. And tell Andrew Wheatley her mind too. And big up Jerry Bryan. May I tell you. Jerry Bryan, me get it offer. Make sure so you go subscribe to Jerry Bryan on YouTube and on TikTok. Him soon launch him TikTok, ladies and him YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. It's already there, you know. But I'm gonna start doing live stream. It's like I'm live on TikTok and live on YouTube. Jerry Bryan gonna start doing live stream on TikTok and YouTube. So the live stream them can be recorded. And that's why I start recording. Come here and say, yo, this somebody I do extensive. This somebody I do extensive breakdown. And there's no only time here recorded that when after I press put it up. And after I press only put up somebody. And sometimes I catch it. Sometimes I catch it. And when I catch it, I just record it. And from the other day, I start going live on my other channel them while him I do it. I don't do it on the main channel, I do it on the younger channel them. You feel what I say? And so, I'm glad to come on YouTube. And I tell you yourself to make sure say, you go ahead and subscribe. At the same name and at the same picture, the same symbol. You can't miss it. You cannot miss it, ladies and gentlemen. I could hear where Emily Shields as right now. You could listen to the next part of what Emily Shields has said.
I have to listen to Emily speaking on this Andrew Wheatley matter.
Yes.
Because the Prime Minister can tell us this morning that him have full only not realize that Andrew Holness just further sink the Labour Party to an all-time low.
All-time.
The Prime Minister.
Hi, Marcia.
Have
Talk
gone
to Marcia, God.
out of all media house figure sit down go have a drink with him brethren. Because you cannot tell me that this interview was not rehearsed or planned ahead of time. And so Jamaica, when I don't want to laugh, you know, who saw? Who? And which movie that me get that? I want Jackie Chan movie, you know. When them I tell Jackie Chan to calm down and one man Chris Tucker say, who saw?
That is funny.
I don't remember the movie, but let me calm down. Who saw?
Funny, honey.
Eh? Jamaica. Instead of the man address the nation, when last of the Prime Minister put on an address to the nation, I mean not talk New Year's Day or Christmas Day or Independence Day. I mean like when we having matters of crisis.
Yes.
When the Prime Minister should have come address the people, because I remember, you know, everybody a talk about them or something here, you know. And to set them people minds at ease, the Prime Minister go down a state media if he go sit down and have a drink with him brethren.
Yes.
And can tell the Jamaican people are further spitting at them face this morning. And say him have the full confidence of Andrew Wheatley. What a national disgrace.
My God.
Marie said the movie name Rush Hour. That is it, my friend. Long time, you know.
Jamaica people, me want to know if you listen to Emily because Emily has returned to the girl that we once fall in love with growing up. Yes, I don't care who, whether straight or not straight. Me no know no man which had said they no have a little feelings for Emily Crooks. Emily is a nice girl growing up. Every boy fantasize about this woman, but she has lost her way. So it was an absolute joy and pleasure. Oh no, laughing, no coming. No one ever comes laugh. It's not a laughing matter. Allow me, make me speak freely. Growing up, me no know which boy never used to lust and have some form of feelings for Emily. Nice woman. And it break many hearts when they hear say she is married to her and take her off the market. But anyway, Jamaica, the woman has lost her way. But it was a joy to see her returning to the Emily that Jamaica once loved. Listen to the woman doing what she does best, holding a...
I don't have any issue at all with any minister of government, any member of parliament, any Jamaican fighting tooth and nail to defend their reputation and to see to in the court that is appropriate to deal with any matters that arise. And if they're charged, to put up the strongest legal team in their defense. So, Dr. Wheatley, nobody's taking that right away from you. What I believe you should not be allowed to do is to continue to sit as a member of the executive whilst you seek to clear your name.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
What a prophetic word, man. What a cry. So needed and so profound and so relevant. Father God, we still a ball out, you know? We still a ball out, man. Take them out, man. Take them out.
She has lost her way. So it was an absolute joy and pleasure. Oh no, laughing, no coming. No one ever come laugh. It's not a laughing matter. Allow me, make me speak freely.
Mighty God.
Growing up, me no know which boy never used to lust and have some form of feelings for Emily. Nice woman. And it break many hearts when they hear say she is married to her and take her off the market. But anyway, Jamaica, the woman has lost her way. But it was a joy to see her returning to the Emily that Jamaica once loved. Listen to the woman doing what she does best, holding a...
I don't have any issue at all with any minister of government, any member of parliament, any Jamaican fighting tooth and nail to defend their reputation and to see to in the court that is appropriate to deal with any matters that arise. And if they're charged, to put up the strongest legal team in their defense. So, Dr. Wheatley, nobody's taking that right away from you. What I believe you should not be allowed to do is to continue to sit as a member of the executive whilst you seek to clear your name.
That's right.
And you need to understand the distinction. By all means, it may be that the charges against you, when leveled, cannot be proved. Go and fight it. But the collective integrity of the cabinet it's a very important, intangible thing.
Yes.
And I am amazed that more than 48, near 72 hours after the disclosures in the parliament, and these disclosures are substantially different from the ones that we heard of in any previous Integrity Commission report. And I am amazed that even now, you stayed put. And the Prime Minister has not moved to do anything about your position?
Yes.
Prime Minister, you get it together.
Yeah.
This is untenable in so many languages. You get it together. We shouldn't be going into the weekend where Dr. Wheatley remains a member of the cabinet. And it is beyond debate.
It is beyond debate. It is untenable. And the Prime Minister come laughing on her face this morning and come tell her say he's en route.
Emotional,
I am en route to Suriname and further by extension Guyana. Continue to take flights. These are the people, Jamaica, that you would have elected. Don't get me wrong, you know. Right? For whatever reason, the PNP fell short September 3rd. We are living in a democratic country. Thief or no thief, and them farm back the government.
Hey, Chantel,
but you would have expected that whoever forms the government will at least have some form of decorum and respect for the people. Look at all these national issues facing us where we are not getting the answers that we deserve as a people. And the Prime Minister will come looking at our face this morning. A man who have 4 charges hanging over him head. Corruption charges. When have things disproportionate to his asset, which means that he can't explain or he come by it. And the Prime Minister will come tell we this afternoon, say he has full confidence in such individuals.
What?
Jamaica, the country mash up. The country mash up.
True, man.
Tina said Dre Emilia all dry bamboo, she blaze up and in no time she burn out. Lord Jesus, you know what I mean?
Hey, me agree with that person that was said that. None of them when you see I go on and I talk, them not consistent in the mainstream media. One phone call, one page, and then quiver like a dog, like one little cowardly dog. And you see them stop talk about this and stop talk about that and stop put pressure upon the government. Every day, the 4th state will come out and ask. There should be a resignation list where the Jamaica Labour Party government is concerned. Straight up, Francis, how you doing? There should be a resignation list, ladies and gentlemen, where they are concerned. No joke about it. But I'll be posting that video, so I'm not play no more. Just play 2 part time. I want to show you say all Emily Shields to blouse and skirt. All she abund them out right now. The lady said the weekend nothing pass.
Do you have confidence in it?
I believe there are changes that are necessary.
It needs fixing.
So precisely, and this is not just my opinion. I believe that the Integrity Commission itself has suggested changes that would make it more effective.
And I'm calling on all well-thinking Jamaicans to keep on the eyes on the Parliament and keep on the eyes on this one. We must not allow this creature to water down the Integrity Commission.
At that them, big up yourself, Derval.
Blessings, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Isabel Rose. And in this one, it's no secret that Andrew Holness has finally broken his silence following the damning IC report on Andrew Wheatley, a minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister. And he basically stated that he continues to throw his full support behind Andrew Wheatley. And he wants to come tell us he never knows Wheatley did under investigation for illicit enrichment. And at one point, if him not put in PNP name in it, it's not nice. However, there is one question out of the interview that I find very disturbing. And I will just focus on that question. The question of if he has any confidence in the Integrity Commission and what he stated compared to what he has been singing since 2019 will be shocking in your ears. So I want to please stay tuned for that, as well as I'm going to reel back. You know, we are go back down in the digital footprint and we are bringing back some of the things then what in Bina said about the Integrity Commission based on his response right now. Please stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also hype up the videos, please and thanks.
I was totally unaware of any report or any investigation. I am not aware of investigations that are ongoing. It seems to me.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Jamaica, wanna believe that? Wanna believe that? Yeah, Derval, me see say Tika they have Mr. Paul Buchanan and me sorry some name I watch. But you me did live, you know. But Pacha Gray did tell me make it your last party tail and when he come on. But Jamaica, wanna believe that? And people see Derval there. Make sure you follow Derval. You know, say tomorrow. Yeah, man, but I love if you come say something about it, you know. Oh, what do you, Derval? Derval say if you can't say something. Come up in that box, Derval. Come up in the box. Come up in the box, my general. Talk to the people, them. My ear upon YouTube, you know.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, man.
Okay?
Yeah, man.
Alright, now, first and foremost, I want to say a big thank you, my uncle, for having me over here.
Blessings.
You don't know the yes, I'm yard? Yes, I'm yard? Yes. So, uncle, first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for having your time out to have Mr. Buchanan over here to plug his voice and make it, I mean, the world know.
No, I'm never there over here, so. In the day over Tika.
No, man, no. I take it for all the work.
Okay, okay.
And I'm yellow putting work. You're putting work as well.
Respect.
Thank you so much. And first and foremost, people, I want to pick up wife Tika too for the work she do too. Pick up to all the blogger them too who are there with a book to all true too. All on the out there on the deal with him. Pick up on yourself and spend the time. I want the credit, I want the service and out there. Pick up on yourself. Tomorrow, I'll be doing live streaming outside, inside, giving you broadcast outside and inside the courthouse. And
you sure say you can't do that inside? Then I go, you know what, then go lock you up in a brother.
No, man, and the inside, I'm going to go outside part.
Okay. Yeah, alright.
And then we go inside, when I come out now with the result. So tomorrow, guys, it's an open court. Anybody can come tomorrow. So we gather outside at 8:45, and then at 9 o'clock we make our way inside the court, sitting down silent, turn off your phone, and make sure you just appropriate.
Yes.
No liquor, no smoking, and make sure say we no night the court.
Proper decorum. Proper decorum.
Yeah, properly attire, yeah, properly thing with the pan. And then when we come out now, we can have an interview and everything.
Okay.
So people will meet at 8:45. There will be 3 ruler there. You understand, people? And this is not a doubting. It's a victory thing. Victory thing, people. Victory thing. So we're going to make sure that Andrew Holness come out of Parliament completely after tomorrow.
So when you say you're confident say things are going in favor of democracy?
Yes. Yes.
Alright.
Very confident.
Alright, my boss. We are wait and see how that go.
You understand? So people will get at 8:45. They'll make our way inside the courthouse at 9 a.m.
Where is it? Where's the courthouse? Give them a location.
The courthouse is on King Street, downtown Supreme Court at King Street Court of Appeal. They're gonna see me down there, so we can't laugh. I'm gonna see me down there.
Alright. So
we're doing live streaming too. So the company like, you never see me with the direction and route and everything.
Yes.
We have to be fast back. We get back to straight back. Yeah.
All right, my boss. All right, that's it?
Yeah, man.
All right, Derval, big up. Manners and respect. So on the year that, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, Tuesday, the 23rd of June, 2026, Paul Buchanan will be in court, and especially the people from the constituency, even if you don't come from the constituency, if you are a patriot of the country and you believe in democracy and you used your eyes and you saw what took place on September 3rd, and you know say something right. Too many things happen. If you witness things and you never go and say anything because you're afraid of your life and all of these, you're afraid to say people do your things. Tomorrow is the day when you go to the courthouse go support Mr. Paul Buchanan, because the man is being a Paul Bogle. You understand? The man is being a hero to the people. The man is being a true patriot. He could have just go sit down in my yard. The man say people are find money to drop the case with Andrew. Yes, so I never hear him say it. Him say people are finding money to drop the case against Andrew on the election. Lord, the man make him go on. And the man say if anybody else have find money, I'm going to sue them. I'm going to let them get locked up. Me have an interview on my page, you know. Me have it on my page. And it did go viral too. You feel me I deal with? But anyway, we are going to move on, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe. Alright? That is it. I'm going to go to this now.
Me that I was totally unaware of any report or any investigation. I am not aware of investigations that are ongoing. It seems to me that the PMP would know more about investigations ongoing than I do.
You're the leader of your administration, of your government, of the Jamaica, and you don't know. You don't have no interest in an ongoing investigation that might affect the individual's position. That means that you just accept anybody, all when them are criminal, or they are suspected to be criminal. You just accept anybody in your cabinet. Your cabinet now have no standards where integrity is concerned. You're not business if everybody under investigation for illicit enrichment. That is not your business as the leader. You don't care how you reflect upon you and how you look upon the party. And more importantly, how you look on the country of Jamaica. You don't care, Andrew Holness. But this is what you choose, you know. I'm just put it in the context when we choose for September 3rd. The one that will vote and the one that will never vote. The people that will vote for PMP, I not talk to you. I talk about the people that will vote for Andrew and the one that will never vote. You vote for Andrew too, you know. The one that will sit down in the yard and never vote. You see people that will sell them vote, all I want. I not have to wish for you to suffer. There's consequences for all actions. I just hope so you repent. That's it. Because sufferation is a must under this government. It is a must. At the level of sufferation we want to go under. And that is the difference. That is the difference. And the people that were up there in a society, the PSOJs and uno, if you no think say, out of your brain say, make no mind trick you say, uno got escape the judgment. Uno make a sad mistake. Uno make a sad mistake. All of uno are feel it. Everybody are going to feel it. Uno are going to feel the pressures. Uno are going to feel the pain. Uno are going to feel the sorrow. Just because I decision I want to make. You guys were warned for multiple years. How can you say we are a Christian country and the men and women of God come out and tell Andrew say, if we observe 3 days fasting, prayer, mourning and repentance, and nobody no move and look and back there? If you say the Prime Minister now have no interest in the words that are coming from the throne room of heaven, him not have no interest at all. Multiple men and women of God say 3 days fasting, prayer, mourning and repentance is the way to fix the country. and the man they sit down, and the man them not care, and the man them not business, and the people that were supposed to be of a Christian country observe the moves of the Prime Minister, and you guys still went and voted for him, knowing that he's not serving and observing the word of God. You still go vote for him. And somehow you go to church and say you're not Christian, you know? And you hear the word that come out and you still go vote for him. You're in trouble. That's all I have to say. Let's move on.
And that raises the issue. Do you have confidence in the Integrity Commission?
The Integrity Commission is a necessary agency to tackle corruption in Jamaica. I believe there are changes that are necessary for it to become more effective.
Yeah. Hear that big old hypocrite, yeah? Hear that man, you're real germs, you know? Yeah, me I go play one clip for you. Me I go play. This is the same person where I send the Integrity Commission at court right now, ladies and gentlemen. And me hear say some lab rat pan TikTok at about said no go so. The Prime Minister him never carry the Integrity Commission go court for remove illicit enrichment. Me I go adjust the two of them. Me I go adjust the two of them right now. This is a teachable moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you something. First of all, me I go to Dean Jackson Miller. Dean Jackson Miller. Dean Jackson Miller. Dean Jackson Miller. And she showed the document too. Andrew court case with IC. Alright, Dean Jackson Miller question. No, not that. This is part 3 of Andrew Holness takes the Integrity Commission to court. Alright, I don't need part 3, I need part 1, I believe. Chief Justice. Alright, let me just copy this.
Hi, so in today's video, which includes section 54.2 that required the termination of the investigation and to issue a report of its findings to the commissioner through the executive director. He wants a review of the director of investigations and the Integrity Commission's failure to recommend and or issue a public exoneration of culpability when the first investigation into his 2021 declaration ended, as he's saying is required by section 54.5. And he said they improperly included its details in the report that was sent to Parliament so that the benefit of exculpation is lost. Meaning he wasn't able to benefit from any material that was favorable to him. He wants a review into the Director of Investigation and the Integrity Commission's failure to recommend and or issue a public exoneration of culpability, having not formed any reasonable suspicion of corruption or offense under the Integrity Act. He wants a review of what he calls the misuse of private information of him and the companies by disclosing their private information in a manner that he says is prejudicial to their rights and interests. He wants a review of what he calls their failure and or refusal at notification that there was an investigation pursuant to the Section 14.5 dealing with illicit enrichment and to communicate to Mr. Holness the wealth element of an illicit enrichment investigation. All right, some of these are very similar, so I'm not going to go through all of them. All right. I'll just show you the page so you can see how many there are. He wants a review of what he calls the Integrity Commission's misuse of the Integrity Commission Act to table a special report in Parliament and to make improper and unlawful recommendations to Parliament and or the Financial Investigations Division and the Tax Administration Department. He wants a review of the referral to Parliament for tabling of the matters in the report, except for the matters relating to the 4 accounts, because that was the matter in which the Direction of Corruption Prosecution said there should be no charges. He wants a review of what he calls their unlawful and unfair expansion of the investigation from his 2021 declaration to include the 2019, 2020, 2022, and 2023 declarations and subsequently submission for tabling in Parliament. He wants a review of the findings, conclusions, decisions, and or recommendations made in relation to himself and the 3 companies by the Director of Investigation contained in the investigation report. He wants a review of the findings and/or conclusion that there's a potential conflict of interest between him and Norman Brown. He wants a review of what he calls their acts and/or decisions to consider irrelevant facts and/or to refuse to consider relevant facts in carrying out their investigation, preparing, considering, and submitting the reports for tabling. And he wants a review of what he calls their usurping of the functions of the court in lifting the corporate veil and in the approach and procedure adopted, the analysis, recommendations, and conclusions in relation to the offense of illicit enrichment. And he's talking here about the fact that the Director of Investigation said that because Mr. Holness's affairs, as well as the affairs of the company Imperium, which is wholly owned by him, were so intertwined that he had to consider them both together. Mr. Holness wants a review of that decision. So this is what he wants. He wants what is called an order of certiorari, quashing the report and the findings and recommendations of the Director of Investigation and/or the Integrity Commission. I'm not going to go through all of these because they're very similar. What he's asking for is an order to quash the report and the findings and recommendations of the report on various bases. All right? So I'm going to go down now. He also wants what is called an order of mandamus. This is an order that says from the court that says you have to do something. So he wants an order compelling the Director of Information and Complaints to examine his 2022 and 2023 statutory declaration. He wants an order compelling the Director of Investigation to recommend to the Integrity Commission that he should be exonerated of culpability in relation to the 2021 and 2022 declarations. He wants a declaration that the submission of the reports to Parliament, except for matters relating to the 4 accounts, was unlawful and/or illegal. He wants a declaration that, having regard to the fact that there was no statement of reasonable suspicion of corruption in relation to the matters referred to Parliament in the report and the special report, and there being no reference to the Director of Corruption Prosecution, he wants a declaration that in those circumstances the Integrity Commission was wrong to send the reports to Parliament for tabling. Now the next few points I'm going to read, this is what I was referring to in the first video when I said I was startled at some of what was being requested. What we have here is a Prime Minister, the head of government, a legislator, asking for the dismantling, essentially, of a significant part of the legislative, the laws that are put in place to try.
All the people on the page right now, if you know one labor right, any labor right you want to know, we talk about say Andrew Holness not suing the Integrity Commission to remove illicit enrichment. Want to please call them for me now. I'm going to give them a timestamp for this video from Dean Jackson Miller. Prime Minister Integrity Commission takes Integrity Commission to court part 3. I'm going to give them a timestamp. I'm going to make it easy for them. I don't want to hear nobody on TikTok a lie. Say Andrew Holness is not trying to remove illicit enrichment from the Integrity Commission. I don't want nobody to tell that lie anymore. We're going to debunk that lie today. And I hope it's done right there. So when anytime we see them on TikTok, just make them know say I lie them I tell. And make everybody else know. And point them to the proof say I lie them I tell. Go to Dean Jackson Miller page. She's showing the document and she's reading at the same time. The affidavit where Andrew Holness have, yes. And you see these things are, you know, it's easy to find, you know, it's public, you know. But they come and you see those people want to say a lie about it, or if you stop, give them attention. Stop, listen to them. Once you have identified that lying is something that they do the respectful thing and shun the very appearance of evil. What not support them for? And them a tell lie? We not support lies and deception? Let's continue.
Try to prevent corruption in the public sector. So let me tell you what I mean. He's asking for a declaration striking down the provisions of the Integrity Commission Act, given what he calls a lack of fairness, impartiality, and independence in the exercise of the functions of the divisions and the commission as presently structured. So he's saying here that he believes that the commission isn't acting with fairness, impartiality, and independence, and as a result, he wants the law struck down. He's also asking for a declaration that Section 14(5) of the Corruption Prevention Act is unconstitutional. That is a section that deals with illicit enrichment in relation to That is a section that deals with illicit enrichment in relation to That is a section that deals with illicit enrichment in relation to public. That is a section that deals with illicit enrichment in relation to public service. That is a section that deals with illicit enrichment in relation to public. That is a section that deals with illicit enrichment in relation to public servants, to call them.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
God surely did take out somebody. He take out the woman. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the man want to remove illicit enrichment from the act itself. But me play it again. And if he slowly right them, that's why I have to rewind it and make it play a couple times if he's thinking on the brain. Stop telling people them live on TikTok. Well, Lady G, me catch you right time, man. Mighty God, but I'm up on TikTok. Catch you right time.
The Corruption Prevention Act is unconstitutional. That is a section 5 down. He's also asking for a declaration that Section 14(5) of the Corruption Prevention Act is unconstitutional. That is a section that deals with illicit enrichment in.
So Andrew Holness want the court to rule that the section that deals with illicit enrichment, meaning investigating you to see if you make your money legally, he want to take out completely because he's saying it is unconstitutional. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the same man that said this.
To return to the government critical. What I will say to you today.
Hi, Alethea.
This government has not been without its challenges. I couldn't leave this stage without saying to you that corruption is not an issue that occupies the front of my mind.
Hi, how you doing, Alethea? Only hear the man? Andrew only said corruption occupy, the issue of corruption occupy the front time mind. And the same man that is in the interview with Cliff Hughes saying, say, you know, I'm not aware of these investigations. Then if you occupy the front of your mind, wouldn't you be interested? Wouldn't you be interested, Andrew, to know who in your party is actually under investigation, right, Watson? You know, I need to clip this up. Andrew Holness saying that, yo, I don't know who is under investigation, but corruption occupy the front of my mind. Wow. What? I couldn't leave the stage. I couldn't leave the stage without talking about corruption. Because corruption occupy the front of my mind. The problem of corruption. And this is the same man, ladies and gentlemen, that has asked the court to remove illicit enrichment from the law. Because it's what? Unconstitutional. Mighty God.
I couldn't leave here today and say to you that we still need to tighten up on the new anti-corruption systems and framework that is in place.
Jamaica, Andrew Holness has been in government. This was 2019, and he declared that there needs to be tightening up of the Integrity Commission. Any failure of the Integrity Commission is a failure of Andrew Holness government. They are the only ones to be blamed. They are gigantic hypocrites. They are enormous hypocrites, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Whoa. They are enormous hypocrites. He admitted that, you know, the Integrity Commission need tighten up. So from 2019, why you never tighten it up, Andrew? Why did you leave the Integrity Commission as is? No, you don't want to tighten it up. You want to mash it up by removing illicit enrichment. The man is a pathologically mendacious, ladies and gentlemen. This man cannot be trusted. And he get worse. Listen to this.
In a sense, if you were to compare Jamaica to all the other countries in the Caribbean, our framework for anti-corruption would be the most advanced.
Jamaica, you hear what the Prime Minister say? Multi-skills, big up. You hear what the Prime Minister say? The Integrity Commission, if you should compare it to the other nations in the Caribbean, it is above board, but it still needs some work. And this is the same man and him government. Now the FID is saying that the Integrity Commission is, no, the FID is not saying that. Nationwide said, the Integrity Commission said, right? According to Nationwide, because I don't believe them, that this same entity that Andrew is talking about in this great way, they are amateurs. All of a sudden, the Integrity Commission is amateurs. The only person where I take critique about the Integrity Commission from is Mr. Will Rattigan, you know, because of his expertise as a FID supervisor in the past. A former FBI, I said FID, former FBI. Come let me speak something to into existence. I would love for Mr. Will Rattigan to be the FID director, independent of the government. And we see, let him manage the anti-corruption framework task force in Jamaica. Me said no stone now go left and turn. I know say him go call Mr. something out of retirement. What him name? What the policeman name? Renito Adams. You remember when Renito Adams said Jamaica is gonna pay dearly? Mumsel, one box of something on the top of the refrigerator. Okay. Alright? You understand what I say? Listen to this man, man.
It is not for want of putting in the legislative and institutional processes. They are there. But you have to bear in mind that we are also very new on the scale of dealing with anti-corruption and institutional processes. They are there. But you have to bear in mind that we are also very new on the scale of dealing with anti-corruption issues. So there is a learning curve that we are going through. What is important is that the government supports the development of the institution so it can accelerate very quickly on that learning curve and provide the resources so that they can move very quickly on the learning curve, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs.
What can go so?
Andrew Holness in 2019 is warning the People's National Party to leave the Integrity Commission alone and make them do their job. Jamaica, you can't make this up. You can't. Oh, you have to make this up. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Holness, can you imagine telling the opposition to leave the integrity? All my people them there, all of my people that are a member of the platform, only need to drop the what can go so emoji in the chat right now. All of my member them, only need to show off the what can go so emoji in the chat. Selvanev, where you there? Alethea, you need to become a member, in a man. Who else there? All of you that can become a member, join the membership and enjoy the emojis. The more people that join the membership on Bolo V&R 2.0 is the more emojis I can make. And I don't say this a lot, but I have the drawing skills, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? I'm an artist. You get what I deal with? I don't want nobody come ask me if I'm going to do no drawing for them, but I am an artist. So I can use that creativity to make emojis. You understand? And I would love to explore on more of that. Thank you so much, my baby, Lady G. So you still watch me. Think you're gone? I see it earlier, I didn't realize because it's so natural. But anyway, let me go back to this. The man said, leave. The PMP will leave them alone.
And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs.
Hi, Charmaine.
A declaration that Section 14(5) of the Corruption Prevention Act is unconstitutional. That is a section that deals with illicit enrichment in relation to public servants.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
I haven't said yes or no.
Necessary agency to tackle corruption in Jamaica. I believe there are changes that are necessary for it to become more effective.
You haven't said yes or no.
I believe there are changes to make it more effective.
So as of this moment, do you have confidence in it?
I believe there are changes that are necessary.
It needs fixing.
Precisely. And this is not just my opinion. I believe that the integrity... To all the other countries in the Caribbean. In a sense, if you were to compare Jamaica to all the other countries in the Caribbean, our framework for anti-corruption would be the most advanced.
What can go so?
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
All of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
The Commission itself has suggested changes that would make it more effective.
Make we dissect when Senono. So he stated at one point that he didn't bring back Wheatley in 2020 because Wheatley still had issues from the whole Petrojam scandal to resolve, right? But he brought him back miraculously in 2025. And he never knows a Wheatley under any form of investigation. So who hire somebody to come fill a post as important as this to serve in a public space, right? And not do a background check to know whether or not or the man not come clean to tell you that he's under investigation. And I hear him calling up the People's National Party name. If the IC and other entities are tasked to do investigation, how would the People's National Party know that an investigation is ongoing? The IC would have known that the investigation is ongoing along with the person that they're investigating. So UNO were under investigation, UNO and IC would have known that, not the People's National Party. So him come out now and try to gaslight us, right? He says he throws his full support behind Andrew Wheatley. I'm not going to play all of what clippings I have here. But just I go speak out some of what I remember. But I wanted to pay close attention to this. And the question that took the cake for me is when he was asked if he had any confidence in the Integrity Commission. Only hear what the man said? The IC needs work. The IC needs work. And the IC have been caught.
You know what ironic? Andrew have faith in members them more than an entity that he said. Remember say impossible in Jamaica? And you know what too? And this is why I have to watch Mr. Will Rattigan show. Mr. Will Rattigan broke down the Hansard, you know. When they were actually framing and to table this particular thing, you know. And you look at the Hansard, you know. There were things and gaps in the Integrity Commission Act that they realized and they never amended it. You remember say a JLP put the thing together? You need to go look, yo, me say. Me I go Google it and me see if I can find it. As a matter of fact. That's gonna be my show later on. I have to get this answered. I'm coming on later on tonight at 11 on Bolo V&R 2.0 and Bolo V&R clips. Yeah man, that's gonna be my show later on. I need the Hansard of when they had tabled the report. Tabled the Integrity Commission. Somebody say me something. Wagwan Pat W, me they alive right now, no mama. Me need to find. Oh, me can't listen to that on here, I have to go wait. We need to find that Hansard there. You know somebody get Mr. Will Rattigan number. I never save it, you know. Jaja. I'm gonna say me can get Mr. Mystic if I'm available right now. Him live? I don't know if he's live, huh? I don't know if he's live. Come true, Mystic.
God.
Oh. Yeah. Jamaica, I'm gonna do some research. I see if I can get it. But for right now, I'm gonna end the live. Because I'm gonna go on my research game. So sooner or later, here, like, share, and subscribe. My side, look more, yeah? Big up on yourself. Thanks for coming.